Live. Like, share,
Live.
subscribe, share the live, get 5.
Be-
Let's get
be-
it.
before we start, I just gotta
Yeah,
say,
go ahead. What's up, man?
R.I.P. Dolph
Oh,
getting
Young
killed in your.
Dolph.
Hey, yep, young Dolph getting killed in your own hood is never fun. Trying to give back to the community, I think that's just trash of them niggas who killed him. Like,
Very
he was doing
scummy.
so much. He did so much in his community.
Very
Like,
scummy.
he just he showed people how to get out, and it's always a hater somewhere. And I
Like,
saw
get out.
something. I saw something on Boozy said it that you only get most rappers get killed in their own hood because they try to give back, and then it's always somebody who you know you went to third grade with, and they just hate you for you coming up. So I just want to say shout out RP Dolph, and
Yeah.
I got to see him once. Actually, ended up working his concert while I was out here. When he was out here, like what 3 4 years? 2018. Got to work his concert. Got to see how he reacted with fans.
That's what's up.
Real dope guy. It sucks to see that happen. So,
Yeah.
sorry, RIP Dolph. That's how we start now.
Hey, I got a
Absolutely.
question for you, Rox.
Yeah,
Um, hold on. Like, what if he was a pedophile?
you never know that. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
but from what I seen, because you never know, like with that. But from everything I've seen that he did with like the community, all the stuff like people would talk about, even showing it now, like stuff I never seen, and just being around him on backstage, he was just cool. Like just you could see you looked out for his people, and
I know that come off a little insensitive, but I just be thinking about that a lot when I
hey,
like
you know what?
Hollywood's full of weirdos, man. So I don't. Hey,
Listen, hey, but you never in like you was around him, you never felt like he was Hollywood, even though the short period of time. That's the crazy thing, he was just cool. Like you can't like some people, yeah, you get those weirdo vibes, but like for him, it was just like a self-made hood nigga. That's what it
I,
felt like.
I see what you're saying, X, but in this case, it makes me think about Nipsey Hussle and niggas being positive. Trying to tell motherfuckers they don't need to in the game. Like, hey, he got to stop that. Get rid of him. That's what that shit be feeling like to me.
I don't. I don't put it on the same level because that's a whole rabbit hole. But I see what you're saying. I feel you. Yeah, we're not gonna do that this early over on here. Yeah, so I understand. I understand. I understand, man. Hey,
Yes.
Rocks,
You're
my guy, Carl,
Yeah.
my guy, Dre.
Shit.
We in here. The rebellion's here. Oh, what time is it? Yeah, fuck yeah, nigga. Yeah, yeah. You
Oh,
goddamn fucking right, nigga. I was not gonna say
Hey, got
nothing.
past
I was
that
like,
3 minutes, huh?
yeah, fuck
That's it.
yeah.
That's how you know we in here. We passed 3 minutes. That's it.
listen,
Ding, 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 nigga. That's the fuck that is right
Hey.
Motherfucker, nigga.
there.
I let that one slide because I had something to say. So
Yeah,
I
you didn't
let
trap.
it.
You tried
Hey,
to
no,
trap
okay,
me.
hey. As soon as I saw it was past 3 minutes, I was like, "This nigga's gonna say something."
Hey,
This nigga could. Hey, he one of those badass kids who got out of school. Was like, "Listen, it's Friday. Fuck out of here." Like,
hey, you know what? Okay, so let me tell you a little real quick situation. So my daughter got in trouble for one of the teachers telling them to told her friend, pull your drawers up such I could see you, blah blah blah. And so when she turned her back, my daughter flipped them off. But another teacher saw it, and so she got in trouble.
yeah,
So my thing was like, I'm not for defending your homegirl because I used to do this. Hey man, teachers be thinking they the police sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm not saying you like that, Rox. I'm saying teachers be thinking they the police sometimes. So um I used to do something like that. So but my thing is you need to be aware of your surroundings.
Right.
Like I never cussed in mom's crib. I never cussed in front of no teachers. But I would cuss like a motherfucker anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because I was
Hey,
aware of my motherfucking surroundings. Go ahead.
That's funny because like being a PE teacher, that's literally what I deal with is kids not knowing their surroundings, and then me, I like to think I'm like the cool one. Like I don't try to like. First off, I gotta write referrals and I want to do them, but like if it's like I hear a kid cuss and I'm the only adult there, I let it slide. Like listen, don't do it again. Don't do it around someone who's gonna write you up.
Yeah, no, but that's real though.
Hey, I don't want to write you up. Like, I get it. Like, you hear, like, kids hear this stuff. Like, and then, but like, this brings up a story. Like, this happened before. One of the kids said, "Oh, it looks. Oh, so I drew like, I put these cones out, and the kid was like, this is a first grader. He was like, hey, this looks like a dick. Out loud. He said it, and I was just like." Fuck, I'm trying to. But first grade, they repeat everything. So I'm like, all right. Hopefully, I was like, yo, don't say that. Don't say that. You know, I don't want the other kids repeating it. And the little white kid was like, no, he said that looks like a dick. That's what he said.
Yeah, he went.
And now I gotta write him up because if it gets back to a mom's. Like, what if his mom was like, he never says those? Where did he learn it? Now I got to explain. So I had to write up a first grader for saying, hey, that looks like a dick. Even though he was right, because it did look like a dick after I looked at the cones. I was like, damn. But first off, why are you looking at dicks? Like, first grader?
That's around that's it's becoming that age where they're getting curious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
but like,
yes,
it was funny as hell because it was one of those ones I try to play off because I'm like, listen, let's get back to our workouts. But the white little kid next to him was not even next to him. He was like a couple of kids away. And we're like, no, but he said that looks like a dick. And I was like, oh, now I got to write him up. Now I got to go through this whole thing. And now I got to tell the teacher in case any kid says dick, this is where he got it from. Right. And I got to like the funniest part is calling the mom and having to explain like what your kid said. You ever got one of those calls where like, your kid said this?
Yeah.
Like, hey. I think that would be the funniest shit ever to make that call. Yo,
I was sending.
Like, let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this one over here. Let me talk to you about him.
Like, stop your kids from watching Superbad.
Man.
Yeah. Hey, yesterday, Metal Gear Solid 3 had its birthday.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. 17 years ago that game came out. Hey,
3?
I got
3.
Part 3. Yeah.
3 came out
17 years ago. Hey, November 17, 2004. Hey, bruh. Hey, we gotta give Metal Gear. Can we all give Metal Gear?
Hideo Kojima.
Their flowers?
Give him props.
Yeah, let's give him his flowers. Let's flowers.
Hideo Kojima needs his flowers. Yeah.
Some of the illest games and some of the illest stories like ever told. So I fucks with all of that.
That Sons of Liberty. I remember playing Sons of Liberty for the first time, and I ain't never felt like I was playing a conspiracy theory in my whole life. But that shit was hard, start to finish, my nigga. Like, and they had the imitation Illuminati. They had in the Lole Lale Lu. Nigga, that shit blew my mind. I'm like,
that was number 4, right?
Huh?
That was number 4.
Yeah.
No, Sons of Liberty is part 2.
Part 2 is Sons of Liberty.
Yeah, it was Metal Gear Solid, then Metal Gear Solid 2. Then actually, Sons of Liberty was 3. Because Sons of Liberty was
3
after.
was Snake Eater.
No, Sneak. Yeah. So then Sons of Liberty was 2. That was 2.
Check that, Dre. I think that was 4.
No, Sons of Liberty was part 2.
Because it was on PlayStation 2, right?
Yeah.
So that's 4.
No, Sons of Liberty was on PlayStation.
Right. Sons of Liberty is Metal Gear 2. Yep.
Okay. That game was fantastic as well.
Man, the bad guys in that shit were everything, my nigga. Vamp, motherfucking Fortune. That shit tripped me the fuck out. She thought that she basically could be touched because she was lucky. That's basically what it was.
Which one was it Raven? His name was Raven?
Raiden.
Which one?
Raiden. He was in that one. He was in Sons of Liberty.
Okay.
He was technically in 1, 2, and 4.
He was,
but his
wasn't in the first
started
one.
in 2. He was.
No.
He was
his origin started in 2.
Point.
Yeah. You're right there. Yeah.
Hey, but to be honest, the one before that is like all time favorite,
Oh
like
yeah,
story wise.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, bro!
The first
with the whole clones and everything. You didn't like none of that. Oh, and Star
It
Fox.
was
Was
alright.
it Star Fox? Who's
Star
the
Fox.
ninja? Who's the ninja?
Oh
Not
no,
Star
that's
Fox.
Gray. That's Grey Wolf, nigga.
Grey Wolf. I said
Gray
Star.
Fox. Yeah, no, it is Grey Wolf.
Who's Star Fox?
Lockdown.
Isn't that somebody?
Gray
That's
Fox,
the
something like that.
that's
Gray
Star
Fox.
Fox is do a barrel roll, nigga.
that's the Fox
What
Spider.
happened?
I said Star Fox is do a barrel roll.
That's right.
Yeah.
Star Fox, nigga. Yo, hey, but why was that shit fun as fuck though, man? I'll fuck with some Star Fox right now, nigga. I love some Star
Hey,
Fox. That shit was
speaking
dope.
of that,
For what
since
it
we on the
was.
games, you know what else is fun?
What's that?
Super Smash Bros. And this new shit about to come out.
That
look
copy?
fucking
What do you mean? That clone,
shit,
nigga? That
nigga.
clone ass fucking Super Smash Bros, nigga?
Man, that shit look fire as fuck.
Listen, that'll be the third game.
It's supposed to be though.
Nigga, but
It's
that's the
supposed to
third
be
game
that.
they got like that now. So you got Smash Brothers, you got Brawlhalla, and then you got this shit, nigga. Come on,
For those
man.
that don't know what we talking about, we talking about multiverse. It's
Multiverse,
a game.
yeah, it's a new
It's a
right.
game. It looked like DC got a lot. Warner Brothers got their hands all in that. So hey man, that's what I wanted to see. Nobody
What's
put
that?
Goku. Nobody put Goku in. Like, get rid of Kirby and all. Hey man, you know what? I'm not gonna get started on this. Let me not.
You want something
go ahead,
outside
go
of the
ahead.
fucking Nintendo characters. X like,
Go
hey,
ahead.
fuck these Pokemon.
What was
fuck
wrong with
Link.
that though? I think
Give me
that's
the
dope.
DC
You got Link.
characters.
You got
Them
Link.
niggas can't fuck with. Them
fucking-
niggas can't fuck with. Oh man, get them
No,
niggas out of here, man.
You need them in there.
Link was hard. What are you talking about? They got
Yeah.
No,
Link.
I'll take
Metroid.
Link. I'll
They
take
got
Link.
Metroid in there. What's her name for Metroid?
Metroid get fucked.
Metroid
over.
went hard. What are you talking
Hey,
about
sure.
right now?
I'm talking about the caliber. They had Ryu in one of those
She's
games.
raw as fuck in there. Ryu and Ken is in there though.
Yeah, but get Metroid deserved to. Nah, man. Nah.
Metroid is raw.
Nigga, she'll get fucked over. That's what I'm talking about.
By who?
She'll get
This
fucked over.
nigga
By
bugging.
who?
Hey, bugging by Mega
Yes.
Man. How about that, nigga? Mega Man will beat her ass.
See, that's a Nintendo character, nigga. They both
Hey,
in the
but
same universe.
Hey,
but yeah,
That's the same person.
Keep
Same
them
person.
No.
over in that game. I'm trying to see Superman, Batman, Goku, everybody, all them niggas.
Hey, I did like the
Super
fact
Smash
that old
Bros.
girl
scrapping.
from Last Airbender, she's on there too, which is crazy. And Steven Universe, Garnet's in that shit. I was tripping about that. I was like, okay, that's some interesting
Speaking of Last Airbender,
But then they put Bugs Bunny in that shit. Be like, really,
Yeah,
do I want to
that's-
play as
yeah.
Bugs Bunny, my nigga?
hey,
like,
speaking of
why?
the last Airbender, Netflix has a live action series. Y'all hear about this coming?
Yeah, that's old. That's old. They shut
Hey,
that
but-
down and opened it back up so many damn times, nigga.
Hey,
they didn't
I
turn the
as I
switch
seen
on and
this-
off so many damn times, nigga.
As I seen this, I'm like, maybe I should jump in the Last Airbender, which I am. But I was reading up on this, nigga.
Man.
It's gonna
They
be
done-
another trash on the screen, bruh.
No, I think
They
it's gonna
had-
be good.
Hold
I think
on,
it's gonna be good.
they had the two dudes that created the show
Yeah.
on as showrunners and
Yeah.
writers,
Mhm.
and they had creative differences. How the fuck you gonna have creative differences with the niggas that created it?
That's what it was.
Hey man,
I told you.
studio interference, which means
I thought they
Netflix-
came back. They didn't come
No,
back.
hell no, they didn't come back. No, they're gone. They're gone.
Oh yeah, it's
they're
gonna
gonna
be
do
Trash
some.
Panda.
They're gonna do some animated shit on. They got a whole little thing called Avatar Studios, and so
Yeah.
now they do shit animated within that world. But I was reading up on how like they even had the composer on deck and had.
It was supposed to be live action,
Yeah.
everything.
Hey man, here's once again. Hey Dre, what did you label that shit one time? Hey, the creators. Give more respect to the creators, man. What
Yeah,
the fuck y'all
yeah,
doing, man?
yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
had the shit. Y'all had it and lost
did.
it. That
They
shit
did.
is like,
That's crazy
Man.
to do. That,
But they turned it off and on so many times. I remember them shutting down production, starting production, shutting down production, starting production. And now they're back. I was like, bet, they're back. And they were walking the studios too when I was looking at their Tumblr. Because I saved that shit on Tumblr. Because I was like, yo, this is going to be crazy.
Michael DeMartino and Brian. I'm sorry, I butchered your name, man.
Yeah.
But them dudes, they were going to be
be
executive producers and showrunners and help write the. It's like, how do you ruin that? What was we talking about last week? Where how do you ruin having Oh yeah, when you had George Miller on deck.
Yeah,
Like it's like
yeah.
you have these brilliant, like you have the dudes that created it, and now they're gonna adapt a live show.
Yeah.
A la Robert Kirkman. And you
But listen, but also, you know, the real sad thing about that is that this was supposed to be the redemption from the Shyamalan getting his hands on it and fucking it up. Like that's
wow.
Yeah. They Shyamalan their ass right one more time. That's it.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I seen that Shyamalan and I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was whack. And then I remember Dre was like, "Oh yeah, you need to watch the show. Then
you need to watch the series." Exactly. Yeah. Oh, you didn't watch the series? Okay, yeah, you need to watch the series.
Yeah.
It seems the only
that trash ass movie.
It seems the only people that learned from that with at least one series was Sony when they decided to do Boondocks. God damn it. Yeah, Sony seems to be the only people that learned from this with the Boondocks season 4. Because that was a terrible fucking season.
That's because dude wasn't there.
Exactly. They tried to do it without Aaron McGruder. They was like, okay, let's reboot this shit. Get Aaron McGruder back on board.
Why would you even try to do something without the Hey, man,
because they still got to get money for it. That's the thing. You still got to make your money. So that's what they think. They think they can get somebody that does the job better. But that's in his DNA. Like it's his show. It's who he is. He put that shit down on paper, my nigga. Like you're not gonna do that better than them. Like you're not. That shit. But Hollywood seems to think so
for years.
But then you got, like you say, you come out with series that are like Invincible. You come out with series like you said, The Walking Dead. You know, those series have that. They have that shit because the DNA is so close to them. You know what I mean? It's right there.
It's right. It's there.
It's right there. Yeah. It's right there.
Image.
Yeah. Hey,
image. Yes, thank you. Image. Right.
Beastly.
Yeah.
Hey, beastly. Hey, beastly I was Spiderman No Way Home trailer. Hey, just to let you know, Rox, that was a Brazilian trailer. That was an actual trailer. Not the American trailer. You said I watched it a bunch of. Rox said in the chat, I watched it a bunch of times. Lizard didn't get move his head like that, but that's not an American trailer. That's the Brazilian trailer, and his head does move like that. It looks like he gets punched. Yeah. It's like why y'all hiding the fact that they're in the movie? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. That's just gonna be ass anyway. So why do I give a damn? It just
seems like this big ass huddle of fucking villains, man. Like that's trash.
Man, that shit gonna be ass.
That's just got what? Batman.
We got a Sinister 4.
What?
Go ahead, Rox.
That's gonna be better than Batman.
What?
Oh,
Rox.
Yes.
Hey,
really?
You're fake. Go ahead and fall into that DC bullshit again.
Hey, I got a comment to say. And this ain't
Rox, for real.
Nothing. Hold on. I got a comment to say.
Hey, wait. He did get excited at that last that trailer at the end of fucking at the end of Venom. Rox didn't get excited.
No, he already put Morbius against Batman. It's gonna be better.
Did he?
Yeah, you said Morbius was. Hey, check this out, Rox. Your favorite movie is Deadpool, so it's like I'm sorry. I don't think nobody agrees with that.
You got a point there, buddy.
Yeah. So
you got a point there.
My favorite Marvel character movie, yes, is Deadpool. It was really good. Hey, better than
it all, right?
You guys. Hey,
I can't. It's not that it's not a bad movie because Deadpool is a good movie. The first one, but it's a rom-com though, my nigga. That's what it is essentially.
But it's not a good movie, right?
I know it has its moments. Come on now, I act like that movie ain't got its moments. But that nigga was fucking him up in the damn van and he was kicking all their asses. Come on, man, that wasn't wrong.
That shit was hard. The animated one was better, but that shit was raw. And when he kicked dude's head off was raw. But we talking about the movie. Yeah. And the fight scene with Colossus and old girl was raw. We talking about the movie. What about the
transition from when he got off the freeway and he was fucking them niggas up in the damn a car accident?
That was good too.
Hey,
look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me explain.
Okay.
Here's the thing. That wasn't Deadpool, man. Deadpool don't just come on, man. Hey. I would say here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna backtrack. Here's what I'm gonna say. It was okay. As a movie, it was okay. I'm not a Ryan Reynolds joke getting motherfucker. I don't get the shit. I'm not really a fan of them jokes.
I don't know. I thought those jokes were mad topical. Like they're really surface level. He don't go too deep on the jokes.
Hey, it was chef's kiss because it was those jokes were those jokes, they were
That nigga said it was chef's kiss, nigga.
Listen, they weren't too like, oh, I'm trying to go this route. They weren't too shallow. It was right where you needed it to be for jokes.
Hey, this all makes sense. When we first jumped on here, you gotta
fix your shit, man.
Is it messing up?
I got you. Yeah.
All right,
go ahead.
So I was like, this all makes sense now because before we even went live, X was like, you gotta watch what you say around that nigga Rocks. That nigga quick to call you gay, nigga. That's why he like the jokes. That nigga make the same joke.
Yeah. Hey, Tom Holland said he ready to stop playing Spider-Man. So
I can see why, nigga. Yeah, I know that nigga tired. I know he tired.
Nope.
Hey, that movie's gonna be pure ass.
That nigga's look. He's trying to say, look, hey. But they're also trying to get Tobey Maguire. I think they had Tobey Maguire in this movie too, right? Tobey Maguire and was that the rumored or what?
No. Okay. I think they're hiding them, but I don't know why because I don't give a fuck.
You don't.
I don't think this is going to be a good movie.
Come on, you was
I don't
a big
think it's going to be good.
With Spider-Man 2.
But I don't think this is going to be good though. That's
so you don't think Tobey Maguire entering in the fray would be interesting to see?
Interesting to see. But this movie's gonna be ass. I don't give
a
fuck
how many colors I'm not gonna lie about that. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how many colors and pies you show me. It's gonna be ass though. So
I agree. I agree it's gonna be ass.
It's crazy.
Look at those characters that was in Suicide Squad. Oh, so-and-so's gonna doesn't matter because it was
nobody cares about. I mean, really, honestly, does anybody really give a fuck about the Sinister Six? Like, honestly, come on. Actually,
I do.
The Sinister Six. The Sinister. Wait, the Sinister. That's what they're putting out there. That's the Sinister Six.
But it's gonna be ass.
Hey.
I know. But you just said you care about the Sinister Six. That's what's gonna be. I do,
but done right by the right people, not the niggas that's over there making Venom. Fuck
Spider-Verse did it. Did you like when you saw it in the Spider-Verse? Because I did. I thought they were on the Spider-Verse.
Was hard.
Thank you.
That was hard.
When they were in the Spider-Verse, that shit was raw as fuck. Yeah.
Hey, no, I'm talking about Enter the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse, right? Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, yeah. That movie's excellent.
Yeah.
That could be the best Spider-Man movie ever made, and it's animated. That shit's fucking cold.
I'll agree with you.
That shit's cold as fuck.
First of all, the style was not seen anywhere. That style of animation was not seen anywhere. So they invented that shit, which is raw as fuck, and then very unique. The only other time you saw it was in Sex, Love, and Robots with that but it's the same studio that did that. Yeah. With the girl with the smeared lipstick and all that shit, same fucking studio. But how raw is that animation? That shit looked like it was daytime with fucking cartoon characters. Crazy as fuck. Hey. But the first time they used that style, also, I want to say that was all black cast too. Just about.
Nah. Because Spider-Man was in there, and then Gwen's Spider. They was in there.
Yeah. But the Sinister Six in that was raw as fuck. I thought they looked dope.
I loved everything about that, man. But here we go again. It's animated. Like, you see how quickly they explain the multiverse? You don't need to have 17 movies talking about it, man. And it's easily explained. There you go. Let's roll.
Right there in one movie. Yeah, it was in that one.
There
movie.
You go. Yeah. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Hey, I got falling for it. Dangle the
I have an issue with y'all liking that Batman, but not liking the Spider-Man. That's just crazy.
Spider-Man is garbage. We know it's gonna be garbage though.
Hold on, Rox. That first trailer was hard.
What, the Batman trailer?
That first Spider-Man trailer was hard. This new one, and I'm seeing more of it. I'm like, this is gonna be fucking whack, man.
Which one? Which trailer? The one where they're on the rooftop in the beginning? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The one where they're on the rooftop in the beginning.
No, where Doctor Strange fucks up, and then you have the scene with the train, and then the thing comes out, and that was fool's gold. That was fool's gold. You were talking about fool's gold. That was fool's gold. They got me with that fucking trailer. And I'm seeing more of the trailer. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be whack, man. It's gonna be whack,
when they had Electro in there, that's when I tapped out. I saw that shit and I was like, oh man.
I do like the character design though. I do like the change in the character design.
Okay.
I do like that.
But when they did that one scene where they have all of the bad guys there, when you see that kind of traffic and congestion with villains, I don't like seeing that.
No,
I don't like
and
seeing
it's
that.
Sony. It's Sony again. You do know that it's Sony.
I don't like them. Don't do that. Why are we putting all these villains in one fucking shot? And then also, like, I mean, granted, you're gonna have your big battle or whatever the fuck, but at the same time, it's like, why do we need these many villains? I mean, let's talk. We can do Sinister Six, but why we gotta do it all in one movie?
I'm talking about the Sinister Six, Sony.
Yeah.
What they building over there with Morbius and all that.
Oh.
No,
That's
MCU is doing
Marvel.
this. No, yeah. But MCU, but it's gonna be ass. It's gonna be ass.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, Batman's gonna shit on that movie.
I got a game. Y'all wanna play a game? I got a game.
Hold on. No, it's not.
What?
I got a game.
I got a game.
Batman's gonna shit on that movie. Swear to God.
I got the shit of a game. Y'all wanna play?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want you to tell me if it's accurate, because I need to know for my friends. I need to know where y'all stand with movies. I'm about to go through these Spider-Mans. It's either a thumbs up or a thumbs down. There is no middle piece or nothing. I want y'all to know if this is accurate. Spider-Man 1, 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Is that accurate?
No.
You think it should be more?
I didn't like that movie.
Oh, okay. I got a thumbs up. Okay.
It was cool.
What's up? Cool. So it's a thumbs down. There is no in between. Man.
Fine, I'll give you this.
Okay. You got a thumbs down, Dre?
Yep.
Okay.
After watching it again for March Madness, I was like, yeah, I don't really like this.
Yeah, I watched it again too.
I love it. Oozed comic book to me.
Yeah, for the first showing of Spider-Man and actually getting Marvel to do some shit right. Yeah.
And William Dafoe is campy.
Yeah.
Oh, it was comics. I love that movie. Hey, Spider-Man 2, 93%.
J. Jonah Jameson. Yeah, that was all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's like a 10.
Spider-Man
A 10
2,
for me. Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Go ahead. A 10 out of 10. What you got?
Who?
That's with Doc Ock, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought it was that Venom bullshit.
Okay. Spider-Man 3. This is the Venom. Hey, hold on.
Nope. It's either a thumbs up or thumbs down. It's either
hold up.
Nope, you cannot do that. If I can't say nothing, thumbs up or thumbs down.
Dude, thumbs down. Down.
Hey, the first 30 minutes was fucking hard, right?
hey, no. Total movie. Yes or no? Thank you.
It's trash. Hey,
just for that alone, nigga. Just for that alone,
bro. I'm just.
And he was hitting that shit, nigga, in the middle of the street. Hell no.
Hey, that's where it got whack. It's fucking whack.
No, it was what?
Hey, no. It's not. Go revisit it. Check it.
No.
Hey, if they look, listen here. Before the symbiote came down and crashed.
Okay.
From before that happens. Everything that happens before is like a fucking 10 out of 10. That movie's absolutely incredible up until that point. It all went fucking down the fucking drain after that, bro. Like even the showing up of Harry, and him attacking them and that scrap they had and the reason why he's scrapping them now, because I know all of that shit was, and the Sandman story, the Sandman story was hard.
Hey.
No, that was hokey.
Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it.
Hold on.
That part was corny too.
Listen.
Go back and watch it.
You explaining it. You look at you explaining it. All I needed was a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Hey. Well, that's not what you're gonna get with me.
No. You the one said that, nigga.
No. We can talk about the movie. I'm telling you. Okay. I just want to know if the rating is accurate.
So your rating. What's your rating?
Okay. I didn't know. Wait, hold on. I didn't know you cut you off. Go ahead.
No. When I was going to talk about the other Spider-Man, you was like, all I need is a thumbs up and thumbs down. So I need the same energy. Thumbs up or thumbs down.
I didn't. Okay, that was my bad. I didn't mean. I didn't mean.
All right.
I mean, kill the noise, nigga. Hey, Spider-Man 3 has a 63%.
Thumbs up or thumbs down.
Okay.
Okay.
I would have. You know what? Since we gonna thumbs up and thumbs down that, I would say that's accurate. Yes, a 63%.
You would say that's accurate.
Yeah, because
So
it all
what
goes
about
down the
you
fucking
personally
drain.
as far as the movie? You give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I would say that's accurate. No, that's
You
what
would
we
say
doing
that's
here.
accurate. Okay, well
That's what
then
we
we're
doing
both.
here.
So everybody thumbs down basically the damn movie, but you're saying the first few minutes and the stories and all that integral shit makes it what?
A 63%.
Okay, okay. I thought you were saying it went better. That's what I was trying to get. Like
It got completely ass. So I can't say I wasn't entertained with all the shit before. Now here's the thing. What we doing here is it accurate? Is 90% on that Spider-Man accurate? Is Spider-Man 2 93%? Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3, I would have to say a 63%.
That's accurate. Okay.
That's pretty low. I would say that's accurate.
I would say they need to go lower. I would say
the amazing. Okay, now here we
lower.
go. The Amazing Spider-Man, 72%. I'll say fuck no. I thought that was like a 0, nigga. I fucking hated that.
I liked it. I liked it. I agree. I agree with that score.
No, I think it should have been higher because I liked it.
I agree with the score.
I wanted to be at 80.
I feel you. Hey, Rox, I feel you.
Up.
I feel you.
Okay,
I feel you on the score going up a little bit because I feel like it had some admirable qualities. I think
that nigga looked like a snapping turtle, nigga. He looked like
the lizard.
Yeah, man. They fucked this design up, nigga. I'm like, oh, why you just didn't do the regular design?
No, he didn't. He didn't have a beak. He didn't have a beak. He looked more like a kimono. Kimono dragon.
Nah, he looked like what's the little two things from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? What's the
Toka and Razor?
Toka and Razor, nigga.
Look like Tokar. This one.
He didn't look that bad. He didn't look that bad.
He said no.
Rap, nigga.
What y'all got? Y'all got a up, down?
Hey,
I think it could have. I think it was good though.
But what's his name? What is his name? Tom Holland or what is his name?
No, that's a different guy.
That's a thumbs up for y'all.
Garfield?
Yeah.
I think he played an amazing Spider-Man. Like he.
Yeah, I think he was too. I agree.
He's honestly my favorite Spider-Man.
He was too.
Wait, hold on.
He was too cool. He was too cool, man.
No.
Hey, Peter Parker. Hold on. Peter Parker was confident once he got in that motherfucking suit. Not when he was Peter Parker. This nigga was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Hooping and shit. It's like, get the fuck out of here. That ain't Peter Parker. Tobey Maguire was Peter Parker.
But he was slick though. I mean, he was sarcastic and funny and all that shit. I like that.
Especially in the car scene where the burglar was trying to do it, he was like, he kept trying to close the door. He was like, "Oh, that's my weakness, knives." That was Spider-Man. That was Spider-Man.
Yeah. But they only gave you Spider-Man in the beginning. He didn't stay that way throughout the movie. That was whack.
Well,
no, he did not. He didn't stay the quirky. The quirky Spider-Man. He did not stay that way.
Aren't you gonna expect that when you're transitioning, going through some crazy shit? Like your sense of humor is gonna change. But he was going through a lot of fuck shit.
But you thumbs up Spider-Man 3, where this nigga was trying to do the dance like.
Hey.
Listen. Yeah. No, I don't want to hear it.
That nigga was in the boogaloo, bro.
Hold on, you froze up, man. You froze up. You froze up.
Frozen. Do you want to make a snow?
Whatever's happening, you're frozen up and it's choppy.
Yeah, you frozen.
It's choppy.
Solid.
Gone.
Yep, I had to tell him because you went away. You was okay with that dancing, and then you talking about Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man.
I have to say, I like him as Spider-Man. I wanted to see him as Spider-Man, but then I'm not even upset about Tom Holland's Spider-Man. His Spider-Man is pretty decent too.
Yeah, no.
Am I back?
You good. Okay. He's playing. I think he's playing another version of Peter, and I like the fact that they took it to high school and kept that narrative. But he's just, I don't know, like. I like the other Spider-Man because he was dark. He had this dark sense of humor. Like this, he's just a kid. Like it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have like an exterior toughness to him. You know what I'm saying? That I think Spider-Man should have just walking around.
Yeah.
Grown man, adult Tobey Maguire has the best movies. Man. He has
No.
the best 2 movies. He does,
I
man.
wouldn't
So
say that.
all them other ones, hey man,
I wouldn't say that.
I thumbs up to 63%. That's why I thumbs up. Not the fact that I would pop that movie in and watch it. When we was doing
March Madness.
March Madness,
Yeah.
I rewatched it and I was like, yo, this shit. Why did I think this shit was what? Oh, okay, yeah. This is the reason why I thought this shit was. Oh, yeah, this shit's terrible. That's what happened with that movie.
Who was the director on those movies? Didn't they vary?
Sam Raimi.
Sam
There
Raimi.
was studio interference in the third one.
Thank you.
Studio Sam.
That's
We need to have more villains in here, and it fucked it up. Like,
because they added way too many.
So they chose to.
And Venom is not a villain you do that with, man.
Put a stick figure as Eddie Brock. Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
so he initially had Sandman as the villain, but then the studio bumped in and like, I need more of them. I need Venom. I need Thorn, and so he had to go back and put the motherfuckers in the movie. But,
That's such a fucking waste because you don't do that with Venom. You don't do that at all with Venom. Venom is
and
not
you
one
don't
of
do
those
that
characters.
with movies.
No.
Take it
Now
slowly.
listen, hold on.
Take it slow.
You can do that with some movies. Like you have throwaways like Deadpool. You can do that shit with because Deadpool's not. It was unexpected success that Deadpool had. Like that's why they had then they threw Domino in there and they threw this person and Cable and the Juggernaut for 2 seconds.
No, that shit was whack though. Killing off the X-Force. That shit was stupid. That was stupid. X-Force.
Yeah, they killed off all X-Force. They were all throwaways basically. Yeah.
No, that's
dumb.
They didn't have to be throwaways. Yeah.
No, I agree because it would have been hard to see X-Force like the real X-Force though. I don't know how I felt about them.
Spider-Man Homecoming, 92%. Fuck no. I'll say no.
Is that the one with Mysterio?
No.
Spider-Man Homecoming is the one with Falcon.
Yes. Falcon. Whoever played the Falcon, whatever his name is, he did a great
Michael
job.
Keaton.
Michael Keaton. I like that one. I like that one.
Yes.
He did. I like that one. I like that one. He did.
I could agree with that. I like that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had to think about it for a second. I had to let it play.
Spider-Man Far From Home. Fuck no. I give it a thumbs down.
No. Yeah,
that's the one with Italy, right? That's the one with the elements and Mysterio.
What's the percentage?
What's the score?
It's a 90%.
No.
You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and rock that.
I say hell nah. What you got, Carl? Carl over there pondering. Like, did I like that motherfucker?
It has some good aspects to it. I like it was pretty. It was a very pretty movie, but you know how I feel about pretty and no substance. You're right. Like I said, you know how I feel about pretty and no substance. So
90%.
I say 83% maybe, but not a 90%.
So that's a thumbs down.
Yeah, it's a thumbs down. It's a thumbs down. Because I like there are a lot of aspects I liked about it, like the fucking elements and then that being Stark Tech and then all that other shit. Like I thought that was dope. I thought that was a good mixture of shit. I wasn't expecting any of the Stark Tech shit to be used by Mysterio, so I thought that was pretty badass. Like I didn't expect him to be in that movie at all. You know what I mean?
Him being a magician, what's wrong with that? I just want to know from like him being a magician, what's wrong with that?
What do you mean?
Him being a magician.
From the comic books, right?
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with that. In fact, but
why didn't
there's nothing wrong with it because we got Doctor Strange already, right? So he's technically of the same thing, you know what I mean? But why they made him a visual effects artist that had a bad
that worked with the military,
right?
They militarized it. Yeah,
right. I feel you, but I still like that aspect. I mean, he's still theatrical like a magician would be, but it's in a different way. I kind of dug that.
And when it's all said and done, he's the master of illusions. Yeah, but I don't. I don't.
I mean, it makes his character more feasible, in my opinion. Like now you're a master of illusions. You think that with magician, but when you think visual effects artist, then yeah, they fuck with your bit. Like it's to the point where they can put somebody's face.
Comic.
No, I know you're thinking comic, but
you don't have to make everything so real.
But
it's
that's
like
dope. But I mean, that's a dope ass concept in my opinion. Because you got this dude, dog. If you think about it, there's real world applications to what they're talking about. Like literally, they have face back where you can take your face and put it on Denzel Washington, and your face is on his, and he'll be talking. Like nigga, that shit is.
But he's a magician, though.
Right?
You don't need that. He can make it look like this.
The master of illusion.
Here's something, Rocks. If they took One Piece and just scientific it up, it won't fuck it up, bruh. Let's be honest. Be 100% honest. It won't fuck it up.
absolutely
That's how
would.
I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay.
If they had
that
to ground, if they had to ground it in some type of base it in some form of reality, that wouldn't bother you. The fantastical part is what's so dope about it.
I see
Like
what you're
if,
saying.
like if the devil fruit wasn't a natural fruit from the island, it's like, oh, this was actually made by such and such.
I hate when y'all try to throw One Piece in there because
No.
No.
The reason why I do that is because One Piece is fantastical. That's what I'm saying.
So
you see what I'm saying?
But that's the thing is what you gave me is something that they actually did. So the devil fruits, they are not supposedly they are natural, but then
why'd you get that to him, Dre?
One of the
do that, nigga.
one of the villains start making fake ones for people to eat, and they had like a drawback. If you didn't get powers, you got no power, like you just couldn't swim, and then like you had to laugh every time. So it's
so that would make you heated if Luffy back there like making the devil fruits thing, like
that he's making them, yeah, but then again ain't that smart.
No,
but see, that's still different. We're not taking the actual devil fruit and completely
grounded in reality.
The origin of it. Yeah, grounded in reality. So, this is now, somebody else who's trying to mimic what already exists.
No, but what you're saying is like if you found out instead of it being a natural fruit, they actually just started they were all man-made, which like I'm saying, like you can't use that because it actually happens in the story. But
that changes the original story.
No, it doesn't. Story. It really doesn't, because what if it was like this whole time I've been making them? So, like when I found out, like in the story, they've been a villain's been making them. Doesn't change nothing because like it is like, all right, I've been doing this forever. I've learned it from my family. So what you told me actually happens in the story.
Here. Okay, check this out. I'm glad we're talking about this.
You can't bring something you don't know.
I'm glad we're talking about it. Wait, what? Please explain that. What did you say?
You can't bring something in like you don't know. Like it doesn't. You said, what if I found out like they try to make it like realistic by someone making
that? That has nothing to do with I don't know. What are you talking about? Like, that has to do with changing. No. That.
You don't know about One Piece.
Oh, this nigga is this nigga. That is completely irrelevant. That is completely irrelevant.
Speaking of One Piece,
that is the most irrelevant thing I've ever heard of, bro.
No,
hold on. We're talking about. I'm trying to find a way to ground what you like in that show in reality. Has nothing to do with me having to know the show.
Yes.
What are you talking about? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
No, not for that example. No, because
what are you talking about?
Because Luffy and all those guys there. I mean, it's pretty much the same situation.
Carl, if you knew what happened in the story, you wouldn't use that example because you're like, damn, it does happen.
No, right? but okay, but that's what I'm saying. But still, that's so, one instance. That's one person. Like the way you're saying it, it's just a guy who made them for like an episode or something. No, but either way. Grounding it in reality, but that's still not grounding it totally in reality because it's still a fictional. It's still a fictional element.
So look,
that's being so literal. You're trying to start an argument. That's
right. It's still a fictional element. They're like,
you gotta listen. This is where you're using your ears helping. So
okay, watch. You're gonna say the same shit that don't matter.
If something happens, you're talking about what if they made it reality by them making it? Well, it happens. If you knew about the story, you wouldn't use that example, right?
Taking something fantastical and making it reality based.
You know what I'm talking about. It happened.
No, I'm talking about something that's not based in reality. Something like that is fantastical.
We don't got gum fruit.
Yeah, what you want to use? Matter of fact, you pick something right now. Pick something that's fantastical.
So like if the Man of Steel,
this nigga not doing anything can you pick something that's fantastical?
Like fantastical, like in real life?
Yeah.
No, like fantasy.
You see what he's doing? I'm about to. My witnesses to see what he's doing right now. Pick something fantastical in One Piece.
Rox is good.
Oh, like hockey.
What?
This is where I come back to where I said it. If you don't know, you can't. You shouldn't be speaking about it, right?
Hey, this is irrelevant. Hey, you right. You absolutely right. Okay. Here's where I stopped talking about One Piece.
Hey, listen.
I am done, nigga.
You got offended.
It's over, nigga.
You got offended.
For
You
what?
got offended. You got hurt.
For
because
what?
I told you.
For
you
what?
something you
Hey,
don't know.
no, hold on.
No.
This right here, you're avoiding. It's almost like you're avoiding what I'm asking you.
Yo, you told me you something fantastic.
No, hold
In One
on.
Piece, and I brought up hockey.
Check this
And
out.
you don't know about it.
It's the okay.
It's
Here,
okay.
check this out. Let's watch how I crush this.
Don't,
Dre,
please.
Dre, you brought up the fruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fantastical fruit in that series?
Yes.
No, hold on. I'm asking Rocks.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. End of conversation. End of it. You see how you went around all that, nigga, for no reason?
No. Okay.
No, because that's what he started off with. He started off with that. He started off with that.
Watch I crush this, Dre.
No, he's dead. He's dead already.
This.
Hey, Dre, you know he's dead. He's dead. Go ahead.
Did you not try to say that if they in One Piece try to make it a real
what was he trying to do?
Make it like a real thing.
What was he trying to do? Yeah. Okay,
you
go ahead.
You said the devil fruit as a real thing, right? So you said, what if someone man-made it, right? Am I wrong?
Dre?
No, I'm talking to you, X.
Oh, you talking to me? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
Did you
ask me? Did he say that?
Yeah. Did you say that?
No, I was elaborating off of what he was saying. Man, let's get to the point, because we got a lot of stuff. What's up?
Okay.
Okay.
While we here, the 1,000th episode for One Piece, November 20th.
Yeah.
Okay. The 1,000th episode.
What's so great about that show, man? I mean,
how many seasons is that, my nigga? How many seasons is that? How many seasons is that? How many seasons?
What we on, like 17?
How many? 17 seasons?
Yeah. It's like 17, 18.
Y'all should be a cult. Y'all motherfuckers should be a whole cult.
Who said we not?
Every last one of you.
Who said we not?
Every last one of you. Because it takes a lot of dedication to get through 1,000 episodes. Like, if I started now, I guarantee you I probably would not get there till next year around the same time.
You know what? No. I had a friend.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I will start it. I will start that shit.
Hey,
and see where the fuck we end up.
Listen, I've said this plenty of times. In the beginning, it's tough. I told X this. It's tough because you got animation you're not gonna like. You're gonna get like it's different. You got it, but it's a journey. It's not like anything else.
Y'all niggas say that like y'all marathon runners and shit. Like every last one of y'all.
It's a marathon.
Every last one of y'all.
Here's what I say about keeping things the same. If I'm having a conversation with Rocks about DBZ, I read the manga and watched the anime. I read the manga and watched the anime. Rocks, in this alternate universe, there's 3 cinematic movies, and he only watches the movies. We should both be having the same conversation. We both are fully aware with the lore and what happens in these story arcs. There should be no discrepancy when we have conversations. He only watches the movies. I read the source material. That we should always have the same conversation, right or wrong. Do y'all agree? There should be no difference. Therefore, these things can translate through time. Yeah. So I should be able to. If I hear Dragon Ball Z movies that I have not seen, but my daughter has, we should be able to talk to each other about the lore and it be exactly the same. Is that an agreement? Or are we in agreement on that? Because I feel like adaptations aren't adaptations.
No, they're not.
You are not adapting.
It's the studio's take on what they think Batman should look like, or whatever example should look like.
Those are movies. Those aren't. If we're gonna create this whole comic book movie thing, then a comic book movie would be an adaptation of that comic book, a damn near copy.
Yeah, but you gotta hold on. But you also gotta see it like this.
Movies don't exist.
You also gotta see it like this. But you also gotta see it like this, though. There's also adaptations of that particular character in different story arcs. They don't look the same. Some of the stories aren't told the same. Look at the Hulk. God, for God's sake, you got Joe Fixit, who was Grape Hulk. You got fucking Savage Hulk. You got You got different variations of this character. Hell, you got Professor Hulk, nigga, where he's just like Bruce Banner in the movies. You know what I'm saying?
If I make a comic book movie called Planet Hulk?
Yeah, then it should look like Planet Hulk.
But you're gonna have your own. You're gonna have your own vision of it.
Thor, God of Thunder.
It shouldn't be Thor Ragnarok.
It shouldn't be Ragnarok.
Go ahead.
Planet Hulk
go ahead, Rock.
Should not have stepped in Ragnarok at all. We shouldn't even have been there. I don't know why we were there.
But that's the thing is like you think that's what you're gonna get, like Civil War. They should have never named it Civil War. Like,
well, I liked it.
I don't think they should call them. I don't think they should call them comic book movies. You made a movie. You made a movie.
That's another thing.
About a comic book.
That's
character.
another thing. They made Civil War without the X-Men.
I think and without Spider-Man was kind of.
Spider-Man was in there,
but
they
he
did
played
the whole
a pivotal.
Civil War without X-Men.
That was a pivotal role for Spider-Man. Like they should have built him up, and then I don't know, man. But here's the thing, though. Y'all don't think that same conversation should exist between two peoples of the same source material? It's supposed to be two things of the same source material. A comic book movie should now be changed to comic book movies. Like what Zack Snyder was doing was creating comic book movies. He literally tried to. Watchmen is probably the first comic book movie. Literally, that man tried to adapt every single piece, page by page of that movie.
In the movie. Yeah, he did. Even the old school versions, the old school suits, he put them in the original. Yeah,
that's a comic book movie.
Yeah,
I don't think we've seen good movies that have comic book characters in it, but not comic book movies.
Comic book movies. Yeah. That's how I feel about the first Batman. I feel like the first Batman was a comic book movie. And I think Tim Burton did a good job with that. The first two actually I liked, with Catwoman and the Penguin. And they were campy a little bit, but I dug them. I thought they were dope. I liked Tim Burton's take on Batman. But as far as the action goes, the fight scenes weren't there. I mean, shit, he fought like 3 times and he barely fought then. It wasn't like he was going ham by it. He was kicking motherfuckers off of roofs with one shot. Like, he wasn't really getting it in. He wasn't mixing it with niggas. He was just like, boom, bam, like, that's it. Power move.
I was watching the old X-Men animated series and like, yo, 97? This is what I call, this, no, 92. It came out 1992.
No, they got 97 coming out. On,
we about to get to that right now.
Okay, yeah.
I was watching that animated series because I ain't seen it since I was a kid.
I thought you were asleep. Dre.
Oh, I meant to tell you too, X. That last week you asked a Boba Fett question. They got a whole Boba Fett series, or not series, a mini show, a little show on Boba Fett on motherfucking Disney Plus. And I meant to tell you about that. They got a whole.
I'm gonna check that out.
Boba Fett show, just tailored to his ass.
That's crazy.
But I was watching that shit, and I'm like, yo, this is how you adapt the comics. They adapt. If you're gonna make changes, make changes because you understand the story.
Yeah,
you understand what these characters. You understand what's going on. A lot of people just be like, you know what I'm saying, let's just make our own shit. Sometimes it's good, but I don't see why you didn't tell that story. Like you said, Rox, Civil War. Why didn't you tell Civil War? What was wrong with that? That is a great story.
Injustice.
Nigga. Has everybody watched that animated movie?
Yeah. Well, I did.
Rox.
Which movie?
I know we talked about it. Injustice, bro.
No. You guys turned me away on that. Listen. You said don't watch it, just watch. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to see something that I love
to see Eternals. That's what I wanted to see.
I love Injustice, like the whole series, the comic book. I love it. It's my top 3 favorites. And I was just like, yo, I don't want to do that to myself. That's like I was just talking to somebody about Ready Player One. Like if you read the book and then you watched the movie, you didn't like the movie. But I've only seen the movie on Ready Player One, and I loved it. That's one of my favorite movies. So
are they trying to do that with Meta, by the way? You know
yeah.
But X-Men 97. So what we know so far, nigga, that's actually a direct. We're gonna start where we left off. Yeah. Supposed to be series of the animated series.
I'm gonna definitely have to burn through that so I can actually remember where it left off.
I watched season 1 to 3. I got 2 more to go, bruh. Okay, so let me talk about X-Men '97. The lead writers, Eric Lewald and Julia Lewald from the original show, they're gonna be consultants. And oh, by the way, they got a dope ass book. They wrote a book about that whole process of bringing that on screen. The two writers, they wrote a book. It's dope as fuck. I started reading. I'm almost halfway. It's a big, thick motherfucker, but I'm halfway through with that. That's some interesting shit, especially about like all the censoring that was going on back then. It's like you couldn't do certain things, and like that's why when I was watching it, like making contact was a thing that you couldn't do back then. It was like frowned upon. So necessarily when you scrap, it was a whole lot of like throwing. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
Oh wow.
Do you think about it? Think about it. It was more throwing than it was connecting. But there's yeah, y'all should check that out. But I don't know how to pronounce this nigga's name. It's Beau. How would you say that? Beau?
Bo.
Bo. DeMayo. Bo DeMayo is the executive producer and lead writer. He wrote The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf. That have y'all watched that one?
Okay, yeah, that shit was hard.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't watch that?
No,
hey, that might be a thing that we doing.
Listen. I hate this to do this, but I watched all those 2 hours and 21 seconds of that motherfucking League of Legends, my nigga. And can I tell you, that shit is hard as fuck, nigga. Did you see that? Hey. The animation in them shits is fucking incredible, nigga. Like, God,
I'm glad you fucking said that because he also wrote a couple of those. That's why I put it in there. So the dude writing on X-Men '97, he also wrote a couple of those that I put in there.
Yeah.
That was in that. Yeah, for the League of Legends. He wrote a couple of those short movies. So he also did the originals. I don't know what that is. I hear a lot about it though. With originals. Have y'all heard about that?
I've heard that.
It's a TV show.
Name before.
Never seen it.
And he's a writer on.
It's a vampire. It's about vampires. The originals. It's the very first. It's the very first vampires. Yeah.
Okay, and he's also a writer on Henry Cavill's The Witcher show. So that's the dude that's doing X-Men '97. And I'm hearing good things. I like The Witcher, that animated one. I like The Witcher show. Matter of fact, we gonna have, you know how we do the whole watch for the week? We gonna do The Witcher. Now you're gonna have to watch the motherfucker, man. That shit is hard, bro. Hey, get through the first season. It's dope. Check it out. Hey, check it out.
I'm gonna pull a rocks on this one, man. I don't do The Witcher, nigga. I don't do comics, nigga.
I watched Arcane though.
Yeah, but Rocks don't watch nothing, like, or read.
No, it's
nothing.
Not nothing because Rocks watches shit. It's the comics. Rocks. So Rocks be like,
nah, man,
Rocks be like, manga's life, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I watched Arcane.
That's what I said. He watched it.
Yeah,
he watched it. He does not the comics for Rocks.
No, but before Arcane, that nigga watched Tokyo Revengers. That was the last.
He did watch Tokyo Revengers.
But that shit was hard though.
I kind of started.
I think he suggested Tokyo Revengers.
He did.
Yeah, but look at the gap there. Tokyo.
Yeah, what was the last?
Yeah, what was the last suggestion you gave, Rock? No, wait. No, Rocks gave us. Hold on.
No. I'm not talking about suggestions. I'm not talking about suggestions. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about him completing the task.
Yes,
that's what I'm talking about.
I've done it. It's just not.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, I got him out.
Hey, so voices are coming back on this new '97. Cal Dodd,
everybody,
Wolverine, he's coming back. Catherine Disher, Jean Grey, Allison Smith, Storm, and George Booza as Beast. They all coming back.
Jean used to get her ass whooped all the time, nigga. Like, all the time.
Hey,
y'all realize how much she used to get her ass whooped for a fucking hyper powerful telekinetic nigga? She used to get her ass fucked up, nigga. Consistent, right? Nigga, consistent. Are they gonna change that? Cause we got Phoenix now, nigga. We got Dark Phoenix now. So I mean, they tried her in the series back then though, but she still didn't last long being an omnipotent multiversal being, nigga.
Did y'all go back and watch the old show?
I always watch the old show, nigga. Like I just take a day and watch a couple episodes.
that okay, check this out. This is what I'm gonna say. That animation outdated as fuck, but what's happening is dope as fuck.
Yeah,
the
Like
story is
I ain't
cool.
revisited that in so long, and I'm watching
They're
like this shit is dope. This
they're
shit's
picking
dope.
up from where they left off too. It's not just they're revisiting everything. They're picking up the series for after the last
Yeah.
episode.
yeah,
That's crazy. That's
Now,
awesome right there.
I wonder if updating animation would be possible, like a shot for shot
Don't. Uh-uh.
update, but hella sick looking. That
Mm-mm.
won't be
I
no.
don't think so. It would lose a
How much
lot.
would that cost? How much would
Well,
that cost?
I'm looking at listen, I see it as in this
$3.84.
what's up?
No,
$3.48.
that's like 200 million, man.
Oh wait, an upgrade
literally-
from that style to another
Oh,
style?
yeah.
Like,
all you gotta
yeah.
do is
The
take it
whole
on
original
Instagram and
series.
Oh,
But
no,
keep
no.
the writing, just change the animation?
yeah, give
But
it a
this is-
filter.
But this is what I'm saying though. Like, go get all new. Go keep some of them, but go get new voice actors, and y'all literally say the same stuff, do a little better acting job, and just update it. Because here's the thing. This is what I was talking about earlier.
Right.
I should be able. Hold on. I should be. That should be able to translate through time. I should be able to hand that to my daughter because my daughter's only hang up is like it looked too old for me. But
Yeah,
what if
but
it
why?
had that? But hold on. You don't. If that can deter a young kid from watching that dope ass shit,
No,
all
but
you need
that's
is an animation
you're saying
update.
that. You're saying that, but also you need to look at it for the reason you watched it. And again, I remember you saying this before. You didn't watch it because the animation was dope. You watched it because the story was dope.
I thought the animation was good back
But,
then.
hey, but
I
you
did.
also gotta understand. there's
Little
kids
me
We got
did.
shit like this now. We got My Hero
But
and
I
all
was-
these motherfuckers
That's
now.
what
So
I'm
it's
saying.
different.
That's what I'm saying. Now update the animation, keep the same story dialogue. That shit
Right.
will be dope as fuck, man.
I don't
But
think
you
so.
got
shit
you
I
got
don't think it
kids
would
you got
translate
kids
well.
that like that
I
old
don't think it would
stuff.
translate well.
There's kids that like that old stuff. So
Why
like
wouldn't it
just-
translate well? Like you're literally doing the
Because-
same thing. You're
Okay,
updating
well,
it with
look.
better
Okay,
actors,
so here's what you're saying. Basically,
better
we take
drama
the
in the
anime.
voices.
But here's what you're saying, basically. We take the anime X-Men that we already got, that they shot their shot and failed with, and basically take those same animation, that same type of animation, and then add it to the words that came out of their mouths in 1992, but better acted and better.
Yeah. Like you push that same exact story forward with
wouldn't
updated
be-
animation.
But that's what I'm saying. It's retro, and I think that's what it is. They're doing that for us. They're not doing that for kids, though.
You see that? Absolutely right. Cas 3200. Absolutely
Yes.
right. It doesn't hold up at all.
no asking. That's asking.
What?
She
Oh,
thinks
you think
that
so?
she-
Oh,
Because you were talking about your daughter. So
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like-
yeah. She doesn't think it does at all. So but I'm like, baby, look past that and just watch what's going
Sweet
on.
heavens above.
It's dope as fuck.
But I don't think it would translate well.
I don't understand that. I'm confused by that statement.
I don't think it would translate well.
What's
Because
gonna
you would see, here's
translate,
what I'm
though?
saying. Here's why I don't think it would translate well. Because you and I loved that series as kids. They're not making it for more kids to pick up. They're making it for us. They're making it for the Marvel's only going to get one thing right this year is going to be those mutant stories, my nigga. That's going to be it. Because that's for us. It's not for kids. For them to it's going to stop right there because obviously that animation is not going to be attractive to kids that you're like our kids.
I'm
That's
saying
it.
the story and everything else translates through time. That's what I'm saying.
But that's the original X-Men story though. So I mean, yeah, it does.
That's real too. That's real. Hey, Kaz, that's real. That's absolutely real.
I don't think that.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
No.
I don't think that. That's
Yeah,
definitely
hey.
for us. I'm telling you, it's definitely
The studio,
it's a
Fox,
nostalgia grab.
Hey,
That's
I'm
what-
reading
exactly
their
what
book.
it is.
I'm reading their book. Fox wanted
Yeah.
to throw in wanted Wolverine to have Wolverine walkie-talkies. He wanted him to have. They wanted them to put action figures like Wolverine having action figures of himself in his bedroom. Man. It's like that is exactly what they wanted to do, but the lead writer said, "I put my job on the line to say no, we're not doing that." That's what they wanted to do. That's what they wanted to do. So it was about telling a story to them. It was about telling the story of adapting these comics so well that the story can translate through time. So I don't see how
on what Wolverine are you talking
updating
about?
the animation, huh?
On what Wolverine are you talking about?
From the animated series.
Okay, so they were going to have that Wolverine in his room with a statue, a toy of Wolverine, and have Wolverine walkie-talkies in the show.
So they could sell toys to kids.
But was that 1997 and 92 that they came out with that? So that's when they were doing that. I'm talking about the reboot now. That's for us. That's why I'm saying that's why I say it wouldn't translate well. Yeah, you can add the new hot shit to it, granted, but it's not gonna. I see what you're saying. You're saying those stories are timeless. You're saying those stories are timeless. I agree with you there
because they're adaptations of the books.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you there.
They literally told the Phoenix Saga in like 5 episodes, and everything.
And did it cold?
Yes.
Yeah.
They told the story. Agree. They didn't say it they didn't do it in an hour and 30 minutes.
No. They took their time and slow cooked that bitch. Yeah, I know.
And you know what? And you know what?
Yeah.
Even if they did, I bet you they do it way better than them because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was watching that series. I'm like, look at how quick the story is progressing, and they don't need to sit on shit for so long and throw a fucking whack ass love story in there and have a cat.
But they did have a whack ass love story, low key. Jean Grey and Scott Summers would irritate my fucking soul. I swear they irritated my fucking soul. It happened
in the second season like they didn't like they did on Young Justice. They would have that shit for a little quick second and move on.
They would. Yeah,
Young Justice. The story.
Oh, Young Justice is raw as a mother.
Yes, it is.
I love Young Justice.
And there's a few things I wanted to point out on the show, man.
When that shit first came out, my nigga.
So
that was surprising.
You know in episode 2 when the nigga Morph gets blasted on the show?
And Sumi was there.
Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you tuning in.
Hey, Kaz, hey, this was my favorite as well. This is what started it all for me. This was what started it all. I was already reading Superman, but after a while, Superman stories was kind of like the same thing. They're gonna hear some shit. But when I seen this show, I'm like, yeah. It's like it was but see, they didn't. I don't know if you remember the old ass Superman cartoon. They didn't even talk about kryptonite. Kryptonite was not even an issue. I'm gonna come save this shit. I'm gonna save a train. And I'm leaving. Like that was the story.
Yeah,
it was kind of like Popeye. Like it don't matter. You fucking with my girl. I'm gonna eat the spinach. I'm gonna beat your ass. Like,
I'm out.
It was the same thing.
But then,
and I was reading those comics. I'm a Superman dude, but this is what started my comic book everything, nigga.
Yeah,
like reading everything.
Yeah,
was X-Men animated series. I went back and started reading after season 1. I read the comics. I was all caught up too. And I remember there was this episode where Morph was scrapping Wolverine, and he turned into Deadpool, and then he turned into Omega Red.
Yeah.
Just before anybody even knew who they was.
Yeah.
He turned into Omega Red, and then he turned into Maverick. And I was like, oh, I know who that motherfucker is. I got the card right here. You see the card? I know I read the back of the card and everything. I know exactly who that is. See? I know his powers and everything. I'm telling my friends, so this nigga right here, you know what I'm saying? You saw him that quick.
It was just that fast,
But there's a part on that episode where Wolverine is heated as fuck at Cyclops because he left him. And
I remember that.
He stole on that nigga in the stomach. He stole on that nigga. Hey, he was about to get up and blast the entire ship off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was. Oh, punk ass. I couldn't stand him on that damn show.
I fucked with him.
Scott Summers?
Yeah.
I couldn't stand that motherfucker on that show. He used to piss me off. Only reason because Wolverines was my man's. Wolverines was my guy before that motherfucker was popular. I was a Wolverine fan. I'm talking about brown suit Wolverine. Y'all motherfuckers be used to this orange and gold shit. I remember brown suit Wolverine. That's when I was.
I remember seeing the him in the brown suit on the arcade game. Like, remember that arcade game?
Yeah. When he switched, that was the first Capcom shit that I think that they were Capcom, or was that Marvel? That was that Alpha. What was it? Something Omega. What was it? Children of the Atom. Right?
No.
No,
The arcade
you talking about
game.
the 4-player one. right?
Yeah. That was Children of the Atom,
The one
right?
with Dazzler. They had Dazzler, Colossus.
Oh my god, nigga.
They had
What's that
Storm.
called?
Yeah.
They had Storm. No,
I
it
know
was
what
just
you- I know
called.
what
It was
you're
just
talking
called
about now.
I think it was
X-Men
just
the
X-Men
Arcade game.
Arcade. Yep.
Yeah, X-Men the Arcade game. They had in this series they had Oliver Trask, they had Gyrick, Robert Kelly, Master Mode, Creed, the Shadow King.
The
Hey,
nigga.
bruh. And they was dropping all that shit on us as
Man.
little kids. I was like, nigga, hey, Omega Red, Dark Star, they had Banshee in that motherfucker, the Shi'ar, the Star Jammers. Hey, bruh.
Nigga,
Hey.
yes, they had everybody in that bitch. Yes.
Lady Deathstrike. Hey, that's
fucking Mojo, nigga. Mojo was in that
Mojo,
bitch.
Long Shot.
Yep.
Hey, they had everybody in there, bruh. Hey, everybody was in there, bruh. Hey, and you know what's
when
so
Morph
dope
came
about
back though? But
what?
when Morph came back though, huh?
When Morph came back, oh yeah, he fucked some shit up.
That motherfucker
He fucked some shit up.
He still didn't make it though. He still didn't make it. Even after that episode, they still killed him.
No, he dipped off.
No, he didn't make it. After when they left him, he made it out of that shit. But that last episode when he came back, they murked that nigga. He was out of the series after that.
I gotta go back and check because I'm on season 3 and he's still alive. So hey, but
he should be
you know what?
dead.
So the fact that we talking like this, they continue the continuation of that series is dope. They didn't kill off motherfuckers all the time. They didn't kill the villains off. They kept that shit moving as one continuous story. You know what else does things like that? Comic books, man.
You just made my point. That's what I'm saying. It's for us, nigga. You already 3 seasons back in because you waiting for the new shit. Tell me it's not for us, nigga. Come on.
No, I told y'all to jump in. I told y'all to jump in this with me. Growing up, seeing Morph come back was one of the first times I really introduced her. Yeah, that shit's dope. That shit's dope as fuck. I loved that. I loved that. Like even in Days in Future Past, when they did that one, they literally brought it back to where we are now. Yeah. So if you're in 1992 watching it, they brought it to 1992. So all that shit, that it just was dope. That shit was dope, man. Hey, if they could only y'all know that is a Korean animation studio that did that. I did not know that.
Wait, what?
Hey, that means Koreans been killing it for a hot
minute, right? Yeah.
Man.
Hey, so when it was on trial, oh yeah, that's another thing. They kept Beast in jail. The whole first season, the niggas in jail, bruh. That shit's tight. Come on, man. When will they ever do something like that, man? They kept that continuous. Like, come on, man. That nigga stayed in jail the whole first season.
Yeah, he
and
did.
Everybody,
yeah, he did.
And when he got out, I was hyped. Nigga, like, oh,
let this nigga out.
You came home, nigga.
That first rumble with the Sentinel. They did, nigga. For episodes, they kept that nigga locked up, and he said, "I will be here until my time is served." Like that nigga, he was so comfortable in that bitch.
You know what's so dope? They have broken. I mean, they had Colossus in one of the episodes. Colossus gets locked up, and they break out Colossus, and they have the opportunity to break out Beast, and Beast is like, "Nah, nigga, I'm in here until my court date."
Justice is served. Yeah.
That was hard. Hey, speaking of court, nigga, I thought this shit was funny. Somebody threw a tomato at this nigga in the courtroom. It's like, how you get tomatoes? How you get a tomato in, my nigga?
Nigga, how you don't you? It's not metal. He got in with fruit, nigga. He could have been like,
you came in with a tomato ready to throw that motherfucker.
Hey. Bro, like that shit didn't smash up in your pocket, nigga. Like this nigga at home, like I'm gonna go.
This nigga Dre said.
He's like, this motherfucker was at home, was like, I'm gonna go to this court hearing. No, I'm gonna throw a tomato at this nigga. Give me that tomato, nigga.
Yeah, give me that tomato.
This goddamn tomato. Marvin, hand me the tomatoes.
There's a part where Professor X they rescue Sabretooth, and Wolverine's heated about it. Like, man, I'm about to kill this motherfucker. And it was like, nah. There's a scene where Professor Xavier enters Sabretooth's mind. And like that shit will be raw theatrically. Like they never showed Professor Xavier's skills. Like to see that visually would be dope. And they did it in the animated series. Like that, it already exists in the animated series. It was some crazy visualizations of, bruh, that shit was cold.
Boy, did they have an opportunity. They had an opportunity with Days of Future Past. They had a big opportunity for you to do that and see it in that way. but they never utilized that. You're absolutely right. They had a perfect opportunity with that movie. I want to say the most part was in Dark Phoenix when Apocalypse went into Phoenix's mind, or vice versa.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool, but that's the only time you ever seen that in the X-Men movie. What? What up?
Then he got his ass beat.
Yeah, he did get his ass beat.
Who got the worst on-screen representation?
Really? It's hard?
Probably Storm. I say Storm.
In the X-Men?
Yeah.
You know how I feel about Wolverine. I feel like they fucked that up with Hugh Jackman. Dead ass.
Yeah, that nigga stole my respect. He stole my respect.
That's not Wolverine to me. I still think Tom Hardy would have been better as a Wolverine.
Do you remember what we got with Gambit? Fuck.
Which one?
That nigga had a 10-second cameo.
No. He was in the movie.
No, they gave him a movie, didn't they?
No, hold on. He's talking about in Origins. They gave that he was in that quite a more than you were supposed to be.
He was there. No, Gambit was in there, but who they had playing him, I didn't agree with either. And then they had what you call it was supposed
Taylor
to Magic
Lautner
Mike.
Is his name.
Taylor, no, the other guy, Magic Mike
was actually a good actor.
Magic Mike was supposed to be fucking Gambit. Whatever his name is, I can't remember his damn name.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. No. We talking about the question. The question
Janet,
Cash just asked on the screen.
Oh, I think that was a terrible representation. Oh, Hugh Jackman. For me, I'm sorry, Hugh Jackman. I don't think he should.
And that's a good one, Rox. That's a good one because that was terrible, bro. That was horrible. Who you got, Dre?
It was Apocalypse for me.
Oh yes. Hey, that's the winner for me. Hey, I'm jumping on your side, nigga.
Yeah.
That's the winner right there, nigga.
Shit.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
There's so many. Like if you think about it, there's just
there is more X-Men, yeah, but that's
Storm.
the
Storm was just more with the powers that was. I just like it wasn't just. You know what?
They've never got Storm right though.
What did Halle Berry? What was that stupid ass line she said to Toad? You know what?
She said.
You know what lightning does to a bug?
To a frog, yeah. Yeah.
The same thing it does to everything else. Like, man, get the.
Yeah, he should have been Thanos.
He must never met
yes,
rubber because he doesn't do that to rubber.
Apocalypse should have been a Thanos level threat. That's just over movies. Why are they doing this with the bad guys? Stretch them niggas out. Doomsday should have been a 3 movie situation. Yeah,
stretched them out. The animated series, nigga. That nigga showed up in like episode 3, popped up in episode 6, went on a little bit later. He was always a constant threat, bruh.
Who's
that? He was always a constant
Apocalypse
in an animated show.
Can I change my answer?
Yeah.
Who?
Absolutely.
Lex Luthor.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That was the worst Lex
all
Luthor
all of them except for the small.
Oh yeah, he was bad. The
small. Wait, which one you talking about? I say Kevin Spacey's bad. I don't like the one from 1978. I don't like the one from BVS. I don't like none of those. I can kind of see Kevin Spacey. I can kind of see Kevin Spacey. Nah, I give it to dude.
I think Smallville is probably the best representation of Lex Luthor we could get.
Eisenberg did a terrible job.
Yeah.
That takes
I don't know what the fuck kind of weird Riddler, weird shit that nigga was on. That was right. Yeah.
Hey. And the best,
like,
who's the dude who plays Jonah Jameson? That's the like.
Oh most, hands down.
That's the most accurate one I've ever seen.
J.K. Simmons.
Fuck that. Not him either. Now forever, this nigga's voice will be the voice of Ultraman, my nigga. Like forever in my head. Ultraman, not Ultraman. What you call it?
Omni-Man.
Invincible.
Yeah.
Omni-Man. He will forever be the fucking voice in my head for Omni-Man. I said it.
J.K. Simmons.
Ultraman.
Ultraman, yeah.
Hey, Ultraman was hard though. Hey, let's expound upon this. Give me a number 2.
Was all right.
I digress. I was young.
Samurai. What was it? Samurai. Whatever the fuck that was. That was pretty funny. It was like Ultraman, but this nigga fought fucking digital viruses and shit. Y'all remember that shit?
Which one? Oh, MacGyver. You talking about Guyver?
No, Sam. No, that was dope too. I always liked Guyver, but I'm talking about the samurai something showdown where this motherfucker would he would digitize and fight viruses.
Superhero Samurai.
Superhero Samurai Cyber Squad. Nigga, that's
That shit.
Superhuman Samurai
That
Cyber
shit was
Squad.
dope.
That's what
I thought that shit was dope as a kid. I was like, God damn, fuck Power
I
Rangers.
did like that shit. I did like that shit.
I don't know why
There was a
reminds me
bunch
of
of
VR
there was a bunch of copies of Power Rangers back then.
Yeah, yeah.
There was
VR
Beetleborgs. Beetleborgs, yeah.
Cyber,
yeah,
what was
VR
it? Cyber something, Cyber Squad or something, where the three of them they were like cyber cops or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck they were called.
No. You talking about VR Troopers?
VR Troopers. That weird. That was corny as fuck.
Hey,
VR
hold
Troopers
on.
was bad.
Hey. At the time, I used to fuck with VR Troopers. They had a
VR Troopers was trash, nigga.
They had a
They
good
all did.
song. They had a
No,
good
but they had play school colors though, my nigga. They had polka dots and squares, nigga. Like they weren't hard, my nigga. They weren't at all.
This might be oversharing, but I had the underwear. I was rocking with it.
Hey, give me a number. Give me another person. Give me another person outside of J. Jonah Jameson. Who else did like a perfect?
That depicted their role perfectly.
Captain America.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
I'm sorry. This is disrespectful. Robert Downey Jr. played the best Iron Man I've ever seen.
I don't like
the only Iron Man you've ever seen, nigga. How are you gonna say the best? The
animated version, the animated TV show version of Tony Stark. That's why I like it's Tony Stark.
Listen,
that nigga talks slick.
That's Tony
he talks
Stark.
slick and fast. He does.
Yes, and he's serious. He's not Mr. Jokey Jokerson, nigga.
Nobody will be able to play the role like that Robert Downey did. I swear.
No, you're used to it.
X is right.
Used to it. I hate. Nah, I don't like him as Iron Man.
He played that perfect. Like
man, the animated
being a
one.
Smart. Hey, Tony Stark was a smart ass. He would.
You know why?
He was a smart ass with an attitude, but he wasn't a joke. He wasn't a comedian. I feel like they made him a comedian.
You know why he's harder on the animated versus the fucking movie series? Because that nigga can actually fight in the animated series. That Tony Stark can defend himself.
I'm talking about just
the other Tony Stark. He can't defend it. Because there's literal parts I've seen in the animated series where that nigga gets serious, and I mean he gets serious. Like, oh, you talking to me like that? Da, 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 da. His face gets straight. All that shit. You have never seen Robert Downey Jr. one time get a straight face like he was gonna fuck somebody up, and you be like, oh, this nigga's really about to do some shit.
I'll say Thor in the first one.
Thor
had number one.
I got two. I'm weighing out.
Pretty blonde. Like, they just got a pretty blonde.
They're from series. I was like, if I pick one, somebody's gonna get the other. But I think I'm gonna go with the Punisher series.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, you're talking about John
Bernthal. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great. He did a good job.
Perfect.
He did a good job. He did a great job.
Perfect. That shit was perfect.
It's between that and Daredevil, and I'm like, I'm gonna go with John Bernthal.
Hey, what's his name too?
Are you about to say it?
Are you talking about Loki?
Oh nah, fuck.
I think he did a good job.
I thought you were gonna say Vincent D'Onofrio as a Kingpin. Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. But here's the thing: I like Michael Clark Duncan's better though. Michael Clark Duncan's Joker.
That's because you black.
Nah, I mean Joker. I said Joker.
Kingpin.
His Kingpin, nigga. It's not. Nah, his Kingpin was more sinister, bro. He was like more like a crybaby almost, man. Sometimes, like
he was. He was on some weird shit. And he was on some mommy issue shit for real. Yeah, you're right. He was kind of funny style. He was like sensitive as shit.
Since you brought up Joker,
we can't leave out the GOAT. Go ahead, Rox.
Can't leave him out. He died for his movie.
Oh
he lived that shit.
I think you just made up a damn urban legend.
He died for his shit.
He did though.
No, he did not, man. No, he did. Hey,
died for his shit.
No, he didn't.
He lived that shit, man.
He took he was taking sleeping pills, man. That nigga was taking sleeping pills. It took too many. He was out of here.
No, listen, that nigga died for this shit. I don't care what nobody say. I'm sticking to that story.
I agree with Rock.
Hey, he was like, let me do the best performance you've ever seen and then get out of here, nigga. So let me do this and then I'm out of here.
That performance he's like, I've never seen a villain steal the show like that. That was
It wasn't a Batman movie. It wasn't a Batman movie. That movie was about the Joker.
I was about to say Joaquin Phoenix because he's so raw with it, but he was playing him too flamboyant. Like it was almost like a nothing against it. He almost played a homosexual Joker. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what he did, and I didn't like that whole.
You take that Joker, and then you take the other Joker from Dark Knight. You put those together, and that's what you would get in the real fucking comic book Joker. You get the anarchist, and you also get the flamboyant. That's Mark Hamill's Joker. Is both of those put together? If you think about it, you got the crazy motherfucker who snaps quicks and gets serious, and then you got motherfucking the flamboyant, dancey, flipping around all over the place, motherfucking Joker. They're both the same character. In essence,
like
two
Jack
parts
Nicholson.
of
I hated Jack Nicholson's Joker.
His Joker was more like the Batman of fucking Adam West. That's basically that's where his Joker was. His Joker was rooted. That's where it was rooted from.
There's a scene I remember watching in the theater. It could hypnotize you and make you just realize you've seen the greatest movie ever. But when he went on that show with the Robert De Niro character, that whole scene, like how it went from 10 to like 0, like how it crept down to like, nigga, we're in a scary place right now. Just the direction and that acting, it just was, that was a good adaptation of what happened in The Dark Knight Returns.
Where it was you don't even know you about to get fucked up talking to Joker.
Yeah, it just and it's almost like it had you like even in The Dark Knight Returns when you reading that. I don't know if y'all ever read it, but that scene where he goes on to the when he goes on to the talk show, that scene creeps into like I don't know what's going to happen. I thought he was going to smoke himself. I had no idea he was going to smoke
because that's what he rehearsed the whole time. Yeah. So the fact that when it went there, it's like, oh shit! It made me feel like I was. It was so well acted, and it's rare that happens. It made me feel like I was in that room with them. It was intense. That shit was amazing. It was very intense.
But
because you knew he was going to snap off, he just didn't know when.
Yeah, and it's just like how he was looking at that nigga and tearing up. It's just, hey, Joaquin Phoenix, that nigga's crazy for real, bro. To be that nice, nigga, you gotta be a fucking psychopath, nigga.
Right.
Like he's nice, nigga. Like,
he is nice, nigga. He is.
Nigga.
What else?
There was this part on the animated series I want to talk about. Angel went to get cured, right? And he comes out, but it's actually Mystique. He comes out and was like, I'm cured. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Come up in here. Don't y'all want to be fixed? And Cyclops was like, ain't nothing wrong with us. We don't need to be fixed. And Angel was like, look me in my eyes and tell me that. And that nigga was like, with pleasure. That nigga was about
to... about to take her head off.
He was about to blow shit and feathers out of that. He was about to explode. That scene was so fucking funny. I was like, that nigga was about to take his whole grill off. Nigga talking that shit. Wait, with pleasure. Blah! Nigga, you're out of here, motherfucker. Hey,
hold on. He said,
hold on.
Arcane
he was taking his visor off.
I know.
So that means
he was gonna catch all that heat. Right. It was gonna be lights out Angel, nigga. That's exactly what was gonna happen. Yeah.
I do like there's part in that show where Colossus. It's subtle shit like this. Colossus was like, he told Juggernaut, "You framed me and left me for dead. How can you do that to another mutant?" And then Juggernaut was like, nigga, I ain't no mutant. My powers is magical. The fact that they threw that in there goes to show that they understand what's going on here. Yes. Yeah, man. That shit
because
dope,
look,
bro.
But then again, back then, bro, you didn't have much options, man. You were struggling to get your shit on there. So I mean, your continuity had to be together because we're following this shit closely. We're looking at the cards and the comics and shit like that. That's what I'm saying is we were reading all those things.
Look how far back that was. That was 1992. Niggas can't even do that now, man. In 2021.
But they did that in the 90s. That's what that was. That's why it was so dope. Like just like you said, when you saw that nigga flipping and changing into different niggas that you reading about or seeing on the cards and knowing their power ranking and shit on the cards. You remember that shit? They had their power, strength, all that shit. Hell yeah.
Man.
So you know where they were at with their abilities and shit.
But that's what he's saying. Why could it be done then? And it's even better technology and shit now. Why can't this be done the same?
Oh, well, there's money, nigga. What the fuck?
I thought that was obvious. Like, these directors go in thinking like I can make something better.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. Instead of
directors and writers that don't. A lot of them say I don't even know the material, but I can get a premise of it. You know what I'm saying? I can write some tight shit. No. Sometimes it does work. They did it with Winter Soldier.
I knew you was gonna say Winter Soldier. It works. It was fire.
But how rare is that though? That's probably the only movie. That's very rare, bro. That's rare. That's rare. That's rare.
We'll give them what? 2, 3, maybe 4 out of how many movies they've done?
I gotta do the Travis Scott and think.
Hey, I want to talk about Senator Kelly real quick. For those that don't know, Senator Kelly is in the X-Men is a nigga that is a senator that just wants to get rid of mutants by any means necessary. He's part of the reason why the Sentinels were built. So, this is the perfect example of fearing what you don't understand with that nigga. Carl, you on mute. He literally thought he was doing something good with the Sentinels. And technology, the whole Ghost in the Machine, nigga, and Master Mode, nigga, took over and felt like it needed to protect humans from humans. It started to consider mutants as humans. You say these motherfuckers are bad. This is Master Mode I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I need to protect. My job is to protect humans from the mutants, but now my job is to protect humans from humans. I just thought it was so dope because that's the technology coming over, but Senator Kelly in the beginning, not understanding them, felt like he was doing something good for people.
Yeah,
I think that's very complex and very dope that they did that for a kids show back in 1992. That shit's dope.
But it's supposed to be because for racism. Like that shit. Them niggas is.
You said what?
It was supposed to be because them niggas was racist. Like that's all. X-Men.
Yeah.
X-Men were technically black people.
Hey, but no. If we're gonna go there, that's a whole different way. What I'm explaining is these motherfuckers had actual powers. Motherfuckers that can pick up buildings and blow shit to smithereens. You got psychics that can fuck with brains. Niggas is lurking around shit like that. He's thinking, okay, all it takes is one of these motherfuckers to trip. We need something to protect ourselves from them. That's not the same as the concept. I understand the concept you're trying to use, but that's not the same as what I'm talking about. They were racist.
Yeah,
they were. But in the whole theme of black folks being the X-Men, I wouldn't agree with that because them motherfuckers was out there. The concept is great, and it's well known, but the whole Sentinel shit was dope. The Sentinels aren't. Oh yeah, there was a part where Magneto was like tried to control the Sentinel. He was like, "Hey, we ain't metal, motherfucker." He was like, "Motherfucker, we're in a ship right now. This is my weapon, motherfucker." It don't matter what you're talking about, nigga. Hey, I could use anything, nigga, up in here. This is my whole weapon. Oh yeah. What was I thinking the other day? I was watching the show and I was thinking, oh yeah. So I have to talk about my all-time favorite episode, bro, in that series. It's an episode called Repo Man. Are y'all familiar with it?
I am not, but I've seen them all. So
it's an episode where they first go into Wolverine's origin. When they talk about an Alpha Flight came and kidnapped him, attacked him and kidnapped him. Yeah. They kidnapped him in order to learn about the adamantium. They've been trying to replicate the process, but since the nigga fucked up the whole factory, they haven't been able to replicate it. So they was just gonna open the nigga up. I remember seeing when I was oh there was there's a scene where um um Wolverine is getting opened up, right, and he's screaming his ass off, and they switch to Jean and she's on Cerebro and she's like, oh, and Cyclops is like, what's wrong? And Jean was like, it's Wolverine. I felt him, such pain. And that nigga Gambit was shuffling his cards. He was like, man, been a pain since the get go, chia. This nigga, I thought it was so funny because this nigga's over there in excruciating. They trying to open the nigga up. He's screaming his ass off. She feels his pain from Cerebro and was like, such pain. This nigga was like, that nigga been a pain since the get-go. That nigga Cyclops was like, that ain't funny. And he actually said that. Like, that's not funny, man. Like, there's some serious shit going on right now. I thought that was dope because they always had that beef. You know, him and Gambit and Cyclops and Wolverine and shit. That shit was dope, nigga, how they did that. But I was laughing my ass off when that happened. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that fucking scene too. And nigga was like, that shit ain't funny, nigga. I remember seeing but I was talking about when they got kidnapped from Alpha Flight and shit. I remember being bamboozled seeing the trailer of X-Men Origins because I thought they was gonna do that episode. That's the perfect episode. Showing his introduction into Alpha Flight and learning how to calm the beast and him being attacked by them. Instead, they gave me a love story. Some old man gave him a gear and Alpha. Oh man, I was sitting in the theater like, oh, I thought y'all was going through the shit. Y'all made Sabretooth his brother and shit. Man, that was the perfect. And because when X-Men Origins came out, they showed him escaping from the facility. You remember he escaped from the facility in there. So I was like, they're gonna give us that. No, nigga, that shit was terrible, nigga, terrible. I remember this being the first episode. They showed contact.
Don't
they
show that
showed
scene
each other getting hit.
Don't they show that scene again in one of the X-Men?
Oh, they keep showing it. They revisited that scene a lot.
No, I'm talking about the movies. And one of the movies with
it's in X-Men 2. They showed like a little. Oh, you talking about when he escaped?
Yeah, when he escaped.
And he had the little headset thing on.
Yeah.
That was Apocalypse.
No, that was the Wolverine that he did that with.
No, that was Apocalypse. They did that in Apocalypse.
What are you talking about?
That's when we thought Hugh Jackman was already done with Wolverine.
That's when he was a weapon. It was the last one though. It was in the Wolverine is when he had the headset on and shit when he walked out into the facility.
It's Apocalypse.
It was
because you remember Jean Grey touched his forehead and made him like dip off. Nigga, that shit was after he just destroyed everybody in the facility. She touched his head, and then that's how they tried to set up the whole "I'm in love with her" type of thing. That shit was whack as fuck. Nigga. You don't remember? She did the whole Scarlet Witch to the Hulk shit to him, like, and then he like he calmed down and it took off running. That shit was weak, nigga.
That was in Dark Phoenix.
No, that was in Apocalypse.
The one with actual Apocalypse.
No, I think he's right. I think it is Apocalypse.
Yo, it is Apocalypse. I remember that scene.
Because
he wasn't even supposed to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Redhead Jean from X-Men First Class is the one who does that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, in Apocalypse.
Huh. I gotta watch that movie again.
Cause I think you're thinking of Carl when they which is it X2 where she becomes a Phoenix?
No, not X2. I'm not thinking about that.
X2.
I'm thinking about
she did start to become the Phoenix.
Yeah,
she saved him at the end.
Yeah.
No, I'm not thinking about that one. I'm thinking about
that was in the same area.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't the same. You're right. It wasn't the same forest type area over there. It wasn't the same place. But I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about.
Are you talking about that Dark Phoenix whack ass movie?
No, I'm thinking about X-Men Origins. I'm thinking about the Wolverine movie on the second one. I thought the second one is when that happened. The Wolverine with the Silver Samurai, and he was remembering all that shit.
That was the second Samurai. That was the movie with the Silver Samurai. But that scene that I'm talking about, where he had the headset on and he fucked up everybody in there, that was on Apocalypse. Because you remember, that was on Apocalypse.
Okay, I gotta rewatch that. No,
it's It's not a perfect show, the animated series, but it's almost perfect. After 24 years, I recently watched it. I give it an 8.5 out of 10, and they lose some points for the animation and the action. I didn't feel like the action.
I'm not taking points away from the animation. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm talking about if we're just that's from Apocalypse.
That's from Apocalypse. Yeah.
Okay.
You taking points for animation for it being in 92?
If I'm rating it right now, yeah.
I think you can still watch it. That's
something you like. That's kind of trash.
Hey, that's not trash. Oh, you want to talk about trash? You want to go down this road?
Listen, you can do this.
Okay, I'm just saying. You tried some trash earlier.
You want to jump
trash earlier.
Hey, you want to jump off this boat and do this? Go ahead.
Hey. I want to see a shot for shot update. I would love that. Hey, Arcane. Hey, there's a lot of moving pieces to that damn
Arcane?
That damn shit. There's a whole lot of moving pieces. It's like,
hey, can I say something about that, Arcane?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Say you
like journeys. You like journeys. Go ahead.
You know what?
Remember. You like journeys.
What's the dude's name? Who just became a chairman or senate,
Jace.
whatever?
Jace.
I think he's playing everybody.
You really think so?
I think when he like that chick told him to go mingle with all these people.
Yeah.
I think he's setting it up for he's gonna run the whole shit like he plays innocent, but this nigga got some shit up his sleeve.
He might too. You might have.
Which one you talking about?
Jace,
the magic dude, right?
The dude who's trying to create the magic out of the
show. Okay.
Yo.
Okay.
Because the way he like, if you watch the episode where she's like there at the little opera and she's like talking to the person first, and then you see him like it clicks in his head to see what she's trying to do.
Yeah.
And he just starts talking and just like, listen, I can make you my partner. And you can tell like it kind of took her back, like, damn, like he knows what he's doing. Yeah. I think he has something up his sleeve, like where he's gonna run shit, because you can tell the black chick's trying to run him and make him like her puppet, like you're gonna be my second in command.
Yeah.
This nigga is gonna be like, no, I'm running shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something that's real crazy. Y'all gonna look at me real stupid, but I'm like, why does this bitch like look good as shit? The black chick, like, whoever they drew her.
Who is the actress they took her from? Cause she fine as hell.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I'm like, who y'all draw this after? I wanna meet her. Man. It kind of looked like the chick that played WandaVision's chick, the WandaVision chick. It kind of looked like her.
She remind me of a girl from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yes, she do.
That's what she remind me of. That chick from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Prudence. That's who she looked like to me. She looked like
character? What's her character in WandaVision?
She's not in WandaVision. I'm talking about
the black.
You're talking about Wanda Rambo, or what you call her, Rambo.
Rambo.
Yeah.
I like
She's fine too. She's pretty.
I like that.
Got a face.
Hey, since y'all talking about that specific subject, another one who was fine, and they sort of based the character off her, was the chick that played Sheva in Resident Evil 5. Her voice actor was bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Resident Evil 5. I don't even know nothing about that.
Yeah, got me too on that one.
Hey, I love the fact of how they went with the whole like aging them up, and she went to the evil side. I just like that whole little premise. I want to know more.
About that story.
I want to know. I wish they would just like. The sisters. The sisters.
Yeah, the sisters.
Jinx and Vibe.
Jinx and Vibe.
Yeah.
They done fucked up, because I want to know about the whole universe after watching that shit today. Oh my god, I want to know about the samurais. I want to know where the fuck they came from. The wolf motherfucker who be cutting people open. The motherfucking I saw the dude transition, the first one with the big shotgun shit that he got with the double barrels. He kind of transitioned through all those things and turned into something different every time. But just the evolution of those characters, I want to know where the fuck they come from. What's the universe about? Why is it like this, nigga? Like, there's just
I put another thing in there. That's 10 minutes. Watch that.
There's this one with the brother who got cornrows and shit. and the guns they're using are so damn dope. I'm just like, what in the fuck is that? Like, who concept? Their concept art. Listen, their concept art is ridiculous. I don't know who their concept artist is, but god damn, even in that series, and even in the Arcane series, like I said, the angles that they're using in that Arcane series are they're hella dramatic.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
I need Rox to go ahead and give us that chef's kiss, nigga. That animation on that animation, nigga. That shit is magnifico, nigga.
I don't know who they got doing that shit, but they need to pay them double.
It's not just the it's not just the animation. Like you said, the direction, the angles is just
the lighting, my nigga. The lighting is nasty. Like I said, when they put those blinds in that room, when they clocked everything down. And then everybody that's important gets a light. Like it's like the show, and that's why they have that many people in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like a dramatic television show. And then they got
scraps,
nigga. Oh, the scraps.
The scraps.
Man, can we talk about Vi's hands?
Right. Hands, nigga.
Hey, she got hands, nigga.
And I mean, watching this shit, and then she was on that machine, and then she was like, "Soup, ba 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 ba."
Hey, she's nice.
What was Big Fella's name? He was serving niggas. He served like 2 niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big man was. Hey, did you see the Hope toss that nigga gave that mother? He was like, out his body.
So those that don't know, we talking about 4 through 6, right? Episodes 4 through 6.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Whatever it stopped at, I watched all of them.
Yeah. Hey, I say bravo. Hey, if it wasn't for Dre, I would have been like out of here. And I'm glad I'm not, because he gave me a little things to like go look at, and I've been deep diving ever since. That's why I found that video. That shows them other ones, man. But yeah, I like the world building that's going on here. It's kind of like I don't know. And what I'm finding out, I'm anxious to find out more. And how they found out how to harness the power of that little cube or whatever. That shit's dope, man. And he got the big ass gloves and shit.
That was fire.
I'm excited for the last 3. I'm excited because Vi already got hands. One of my other favorite scenes is when she fought old girl in the alleyway when she was dodging her punches and uppercutting her shit. Technique.
Yes. That shit was fucking hard, nigga. I like that part where she showed up and had homie's jacket on, and it was like, I just whooped this nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Like they switched the scene. He was like, it looked like he was about to do something. Then she came back with a jacket and gave her a jacket. Like, you bitch, I had to serve these bitch ass niggas right there.
She was like,
shit was hard.
They don't know who the fuck I am, so that's
Hey, I do want to see her sister. I did want to see her sister be a formidable foe, though, because I felt like they used the whole "look at me, don't you remember me?" I shouldn't have went there. I think y'all should have like got in a couple scraps. You know what I'm saying? Be more of a antagonist before. I think they could have did more with that. That's the only gripe that I had with what I seen. But everything else is fucking fire.
I think they're still going to get to that.
You think so?
Because I feel like when they took her away and she looks at it, and because just the way her fucking mind works now, she's not looking at it as, oh, they took her. It's almost like she's looking at it as, oh, this bitch left me again. That's what I feel like they're trying to have her thinking.
Way to look at it,
because she's already fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You think so? And the little girl, she just kind of out of there. Her fucking
and that dude did a lot of mind warping, and that I like how homie went out, how my man went out though, man. Big homie. I'll be forgetting names, but big homie, they her like dad.
Oh, the one
the guy that runs the bar.
Oh, my nigga went out. My nigga went out like a fucking soldier. Nigga, that nigga was fighting till he couldn't fight no more. Nigga, that shit was hard, nigga. That nigga was down there broken all the way down, man.
Yeah, he was.
That was
But how are they going to continue the story if everybody's in the rocks? That's what I don't understand.
That's what's so great about this, man.
Yeah, the universe is big.
It's big as fuck.
So big.
It's big as fuck. And here is where I gotta give Rox his flowers on top of now. This is This is okay. This is how you do it for me. You don't do it slow and then you got to get to the dope shit. You do it the dope shit and figure out the rest. That's what I'm saying. Hey, because they're gonna give it to you. They give it to you differently. They don't hit you with all the fucking story and all the fucking building and all that. I gotta give my homies and then I gotta do that. They shock you. You like, yo, what the fuck is this? This shit's tight. And then they tell you the story as you progress. And I fuck with it like that.
But you run into problems that way though. You run into a lot of problems. Okay,
explain it. Well, I'm talking about coming from not knowing anything about the lore.
I'll take it a step farther. Everybody, a good majority of people, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a good majority of people love Death and Robots, right? Everybody likes that first one. But the second one, nobody really enjoyed too much because it was like, what the fuck? What was this? What I just watched? So it started out with that shock and awe, like, oh, you gotta check this weird shit out. And then the second season, oh, I can't wait. And the second season was trash.
Yeah, but they didn't. So, that means they didn't pay off. What they built didn't pay off. No, you said the second season was trash. So what they built didn't pay off, is what you mean?
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying they started with the shock and the awe to get you there to be like, oh, okay, I'm here for it. I'm invested. And then that next season is trash. So you run a risk of having, it'd be dope. Because right now, what we've seen so far is fucking dope. We're not even done with the first season yet. So granted, it's just doing weekly episodes right now. So they gave us a little bit, then they're going to give us a little bit more. And then they're going to give us a little bit more. So it's not going to be like that was it.
I think it's more fleshed out than self-contained stories. I feel like Love, Death, and Robots is like a lot of self-contained stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
but what made Love, Death, and Robots? What made that shit hard? But regardless of the self-contained stories, you had more consistency with the first series than you did the second. You had more dope shit with the first series than you did have with the second.
They weren't world building though. I feel like Arcane is world building.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Love, Death, and Robots season 1 had better animation. With their self-building stories, but they were still more entertaining. This time around, they just had some wonky shit on there that just wasn't very appealing.
But it grabbed your attention though, that first series. And I know, I mean, I don't know. I like animation. I like that kind of shit. So when I see some shit that looks like it's groundbreaking and it's dope, I kind of get interested in where they're going to take it next. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm ready for the second season. Now, Arcane to me is groundbreaking in a lot of different ways. After seeing fucking that whole 2 hours and 21 minutes of that shit, I'm like, now I want to know about the universe. I want to see what that's about.
Yeah.
But Arcane itself is groundbreaking as fuck. So yeah, we get the shock and the awe, and it's dope. But do you think that's going to translate down the line? You think they got the longevity for that?
I think so. If they keep coming with how they coming with it.
Yeah.
And I believe 100% they will do that because they're working in-house. This is
you did say that. Yeah. They can have 1,000 episodes.
True.
They can literally have 1,000 episodes. Hey, what's everybody?
You want to take shots like that?
No. No, that's not a shot.
That's exactly what the fuck it was.
Hold on. I'm saying there's hold on. See, y'all always on the defense. I ain't always on the attack. What I'm saying is there's a whole lot of moving pieces to One Piece. Even though it's called One Piece, there's a whole bunch of moving pieces. And that's what League of Legends is also, a whole bunch of moving pieces. And they have the ability to tell all that shit. And from what I've seen so far, I'm here for it. Man, that's all. That's
a lot of shit that I'm curious about. After that series of trailers or whatever, nigga, that shit, all of it is dope. And I want to know characters, specifics, where they came from, what their story. And it's a huge map. Like this map has different lands in it too. Like you saw the map from that thing from all those intros and shit. Like this place is big. Their world is huge.
What the fuck? This game, League of Legends, the game has 202 characters. I did not know. Holy fuck!
Look at
the world is so big.
Yeah, One Piece. How many characters they got, nigga? Try to round it off.
That's
what you think.
I
think they got about more, if not. I'm telling you, I think they got a lot.
See what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of stories you can tell when you got 400
Yeah.
characters. Like, hey,
I'm
what
gonna Google
everybody
it. How many-
reading? What everybody reading?
You know what
I'm
I'm
reading
watching
this right
now?
now. I'm reading this right now. Fire. Reign of
Reign
X.
of X.
Rain of
Fire.
X.
Fire.
I'll get that little Spawn omnibus, 50 issues. I gotta
Is
jump back on
Inferno
it.
out? Is Inferno after that one,
Hey.
or is Rain
Yeah.
before Inferno?
Hey, X, I got your
Reign is
answer.
before. What's up?
There's 1,174 different characters in One Piece.
Why?
1,000. God damn.
Hey, yeah, I think there's you got a whole crew with like at least 20 people in it.
I'm gonna ask the expert. How many of those are throwaway characters? There has to be a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch that don't like really do anything. I would say half of them.
Okay.
More than
I'll
half.
take half.
It's got to be half.
No, it's
Yeah.
definitely more like a lot of them, but like some of them they show up once or twice, or they show up only with the captain. But a lot of those characters, like, it's crazy because the development is so weird. With you have a character that you see once, and then he come back in, and you're just like, damn, like I ain't seen you for 200 episodes, but he grew for like 4 or 5 years, so he has a whole development and it's crazy. So, but I didn't think it was that many characters myself. I'm like, yo, 400 or 500 because you got niggas in their crews, but
Yeah. I don't
So-
know. I like the way Arcane is doing it. We're getting
Yeah, I'm with it.
Jace, Heimerdinger, Victor, Vi, Jinx, and I feel like I'm missing somebody, but we're getting all those characters basically built at the same time, and it works very well.
10 out of 10 so far for me.
Yeah, I'm
all
with
the
it. I
episodes,
agree.
10 out of 10.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my daughter put on her birthday list that she wanted graphic novels. I was telling you, so I've been doing hella reading, trying to find her some dope shit. And I came across some dope shit. Sweet Tooth. Have you ever read that?
I've heard of it.
That shit's crazy, bro. That shit's crazy. Sweet Tooth. I came across Something's Killing the Children. Y'all heard of that one?
Yeah. You brought
That's
that one
dope.
up before.
Yeah, that's dope. And of course, I let her start. I let her read the first volume of Nailbiter. She love that shit. She love that shit, man. So yeah. Oh, they're all Image. Nailbiter's Image. Oh wait, hold on. Sweet Tooth's Image. And
Sweet
Something's
Tooth
Killing the
is
Children.
Image,
Those are all Image. Those are all.
Nigga.
Hey, those are all Image. Philadelphia's Image.
Yep.
Hey,
Hey, that says a
Invincible's
lot,
Image.
man. That says
Invincible's
a lot.
Image. Oh, I was going to say something about Invincible. Something I forgot, but there was something I had to tell you about Invincible. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Hey, but before I go, nigga, I was thinking about it this whole time I was talking about it, if I was gonna bring it up. I think I'm gonna bring it up. Nigga.
Go ahead. I know what you're gonna do. Before you do that, I'm watching Hit Monkey on Hulu.
Oh yeah, I forgot to.
Is it good? Is it good? My bad.
Good
I
call,
forgot to go around.
I like it so far. Remember, I like the jokes, so it's
I like jokes too. I like jokes in certain aspects, like Loki.
Hey,
Loki was full of jokes, and I thought that shit was dope.
I think it's funny to me, and I like it, but like the animation and all that is pretty cool.
Is it like that one show?
It looks like
Hatcher
Venture
or whatever.
Brothers.
Archer. Is it
It
like
looks
Archer?
like it looks like Venture Brothers.
No, you know what? That's X. That'd be kind of close to what it is. Like because the guy that you follow in the beginning, he dies, and he's following the monkey, but he kind of reminds you of Archer, a super spy or an assassin. He's an assassin who can kill, who's really good, but now he has to try to like translate and get this monkey to do what he needs him to do. So it's like you can see the struggle. And then you can see, like, since he's not used to being dead, he tried to do stuff like he tried to pick up a key, like, damn, I forgot I can't do this. And this nigga was like,
yeah,
he was like, the monkey just like decided to like take a bath because monkeys take baths when they get in the hot springs. This nigga was just sitting there like, damn, I can't go to sleep. I didn't realize like I'm up 24 hours. He's like, that shit was cool.
Shit.
He's like, that's cool. It's cool for 10 minutes, but then like after a while, like I ain't got shit to think about. So he's like, I gotta wait for you to do something.
Artistic.
I was thinking about Archer. I was up off that thing, nigga, laughing my ass off. Thing. I don't know. I need to go back and see if it was really funny, but
No,
It's
that
funny
shit
as
was
fuck. Archer's hilarious.
okay.
Archer's funny, but the only
Archer's
problem
funny as fuck.
I have with Archer is that I hear because I watch Bob's Burgers.
It's the same actor.
It's the same actor.
Oh, okay, got you.
But didn't you see the episode of Archer where they were at Bob's Burgers? That shit was dope as fuck.
And that's what gets me because like they did an episode with Bob's Burger where they did Archer. Bob thought he was Archer, and it was hilarious. But now I can't. I hear Archer, and I just see like, damn, where's your kids at?
Yeah.
Like, where's your kids
Rock's
at?
Rock's doing that Rocks thing, nigga.
Yeah,
your kids, what matters. Hey, Danny Lay and the baby, bro.
Here he goes.
I be seeing people.
I was like, why?
I was seeing people on my timeline like, how you gonna do that to your baby moms? Hey, call the cops on these bitches, nigga. Call the cops. Hey, I was the nigga that grew up listening to NWA, fuck the police, and I let a lot of things slide because I let a lot of things slide because I was like, I'm too real to fuck with them boys until I learned about family court, my guy. Hey, call the cops on these broads, nigga. These toxic broads, call the cops. Because you need that paper trail, or the judge is gonna look at you like, yeah, I don't believe nothing you talking about. It's all true. When you get lied on in family court, you know that perjury is not. They're probably gonna fuck with my mic about this. In the state of Arizona, perjury is completely excused in family court. So no matter what, hey, you get lied on about all kind of crazy. I went through it firsthand, step by step. I now have full custody of my daughter, but it wasn't easy. You literally had to prove yourself as I'm not the person that she's saying that I am. All because I could have made this an open and shut if I would have called them boys. When all that crazy shit was happening, all that stupid, crazy shit, hey, call the cops.
It's basically, that's your witness.
Call the cops. Hey, play your cool. Hey, throw that bitch in jail, nigga. Do it. Fuck all that pride shit. Throw that motherfucker in jail because in family court, that shit's war. She's gonna make you look like you're touching on your child, beating her ass, beating your child. You're a fucking piece of scum of the earth, nigga. Because all that shit is excused. All of it. You can lie. Hey, call the cops, nigga. Call the cops, nigga. And I'm lucky because I had a court-appointed advisor. Y'all know what that is?
An advisor.
Yeah, well, she's more like a private investigator. Came into the case and investigated. Was like, oh yeah, there's some crazy shit going on over there. Award this man all the custody.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm literally going to write a book and I'm going to put the public records right next to it so it can corroborate my story as I tell the story. Oh, this shit. I lived a horror story, my guys. All because on my mind, I'm like, I ain't calling the cops. I remember lots of times we would sit down and watch Maury. I would never do you like that. Look how these bitches be doing the fathers of their children. I would never. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No, man. Hey, the worst thing in life is playing with your children. There's nothing worse than anybody. I don't know what you feel like you've been made fun of. Think about the worst thing you've ever dealt with in your life that somebody else did to you. There's nothing worse than playing with your motherfucking children, nigga. So, a lot of people saw Danny Lane, the baby, arguing, get out of my house, and I'm calling the police. I saw you have a child, call them cops, nigga. Build that paper trail because family court, there's nothing more uglier than family court, my guys.
Yeah.
Especially because you're invested. You have something invested in that. And a motherfucker dangling your shit around. They took my baby for 4 months away from your boy, nigga. Do you understand? A lot of people, it's only 4 months. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. 4 months for nothing. For absolutely nothing. Because I was lied on, made look like a fucking pedophile dirtbag, nigga. I was the scum. So while we investigate, we gonna take your child away from you for safekeeping. All because of lies. Call the police. You see some shit? Oh, turn that camera on. Call the cops. Nigga, yeah, she won't get out of my house. Cops. I'm a telling ass nigga. I'm a telling ass nigga. I'm a teller. I'm telling, nigga. I'm telling. Yeah, record. Yeah, I'm a Karen, nigga. I turn into all my young niggas out there. Turn into a motherfucking Karen on your baby mama, man. I'm talking about them toxic ones. Turn into a straight up motherfucking Karen. Hey, keep your cool. Do not do anything because I seen in that video she was about to she wanted to bomb on that nigga. I'm pretty sure she probably bombed on a nigga before. Call the police. You did it perfectly. Put a case on him. If you're able to put a case, because come wartime, they're gonna use everything to make you look like scum, nigga. So you might as well get ahead of that. Hey, I am also. Hey, I don't know if y'all know, but I'm an advocate. I've helped a few people because a lot of people are so scared to go to court because of shit that happened to me happening to them. It's gonna be the worst part of your life, but go ahead get that. Go ahead get that. You gotta go get that. They say it's a fight for your children. Go fight for yours. That's a fight because it is one of the worst parts of my life. But you got to go through it, and I've helped dudes do that. But I was lost. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm the one that so and so trying to play with my child. I'm gonna go file, and I went and filed. I did not know that all the things that was gonna happen happened to me, and I was willing to help anybody out so those things don't happen. I literally do this, and I've done this. We're gonna do a whole little nonprofit because I feel like motherfuckers should be going. Y'all saw an argument between two people. I saw a child involved in that Danny Lay and the babies situation. So whatever you can do to get the upper hand, do it. Turn that motherfucking camera on. Call the police. That nigga said help in the video. I'm down with that, nigga. Scream for help. Yes. I feel threatened. They won't leave my house. I'm scared. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Hey man, there's nothing more, man. A scorned woman, nigga, shivers down my spine, nigga. What they will go, the way that they will go, bro. So anything to avoid all of that, do it. And the perfect thing to do is with me. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling
Yes, I'm calling the cops. I'm a tattletale.
I'm tattletelling, nigga. You goddamn right, nigga. Cops, I'll testify, man. Because if you literally had that to show, hey, look, I'm not the crazy motherfucker here. If I had that, open and shut. But therefore, I went the hard route because my mom was like, man, you don't bring them boys. You don't bring the slave master into your relationship, and it's wrong. They bring slave master. I'll seize master. She over here playing with me, master. You do all that. Call them boys on them broads, man. Hey, now I was about to say something I shouldn't have, but yeah, I was about to get into something, but yeah, throw them in jail, nigga.
I'm
calling the cops on your ass, buddy. Yeah, go ahead,
I was about to bring this up for Carl because that link I just posted in there is pretty much all the League of Legends champions You can see all the artwork and shit for each champion. But yeah, click on them. You got their whole bios and everything. Some of these character designs are just fucking amazing.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, fellas, another one down the drain, fellas. Hey, Friday fight night. What's up? I'm gonna be. I ain't out of town without my equipment. I'm gonna be on time, nigga. I was looking at that footage. It was a bunch of me just like. I'm like, damn, you ain't got none of your shit together.
That shit looked like you was in the Blair Witch for a minute. He was just. I was like, yo, if this nigga don't get home, be safe, my nigga. Be safe.
Yeah, nigga, duck it. Hey, fellas, we on here for Friday fight night. What's up?
I'm in.
Hey, what's up, Dre?
I'm with it.
Yeah, let's keep this motherfucker rolling.
I'm always gonna double check before 7 o'clock.
Hey, let's keep this motherfucker rolling. This is therapy. Hey, my guys, I'm out.
All right, peace.